Hello, guys. Hello.
It is my honor to announce that they are
Uh,
the reigning champions of the world,
let's
Aurora,
go ahead. Let's
gaming
go.
Philippines.
Hey guys, hello, welcome to stream.
The most
Mm.
decorated EXP laner in history, Mr. Consistent,
Let's go, Mr. Edward,
Edward.
the goated XP. Edward versus Sanford, absolute cinema. As a absolute cinema. Number one versus number two को battle in XP lane. XP match है ना, मतलब for sure है ना. Edward versus Sanford.
All of the lights for the
Let's
celebrity,
go, Demon Kite. Fire है Demon Kite पण tank की जंगल पाए तो ત્યાં danger आंसर लेगा. Let's go,
The
guys.
wizard in the mid lane, US.
No, Iron City खेलते ना आज. Okay, मार का quality बना.
Shining down on us, the light. Packing heat in the gold lane,
MPS फिर
Dominkai.
भइसक्यो. MPS फिर भइसक्यो नि. एकछिन है guys. किन हुन्छ मिलाउनु पर्ने छ. Wait.
To ensure the integrity of the game, please welcome our marshals for the match, Chico, Nico, Joshua G, and JD. And our head referee is set. Leading the charge for Team
चल अब.
Philippines is Coach Snap, and the mastermind behind Aurora is Master the Basics.
आईडी को कहिले स्टार्ट हुन्छ. आईडी को हल्का टाइम नै लाग्छ केटा हो. पहिला फिलिपिन्सको स्टार्ट हुन्छ अनि त्यसपछि कति 1-2 हप्तापछि स्टार्ट हुन्छ होला आईडी को नि. पिएचको हेर्न मजा आउँछ तर.
Explosive way to start our season dahil unang araw pa lamang ay bakbakan agad ng dalawang
तर एमपिएल को स्टेज चाहिँ झ्याउ लाग्छ. फिलिपिन्सको स्टेज चाहिँ कस्तो हुन्छ.
This is your very own Odin, and with me are two new fresh faces to join the league. MPL Arena, let's give it up for Denise and Thea.
Hello, welcome to the stream, guys.
Hello, MPL Superfans!
Oh, in others, okay.
I am Denise Baldasancho at grabe pala ang energy dito sa bago nating arena. Excited na ako.
Go to XP versus experience. चलते थे केटा हो. XP match में मजा आउँछ.
Hi everyone, I'm Thea Franco, ang magdadala ng aksyon at mga kwento sa inyo from the sidelines, starting with our epic rivalry. I'm so excited to share the stage with you girls. Indeed, a new venue, fresh faces, but same hunger for glory. Welcome to the 17th season of MPL Philippines. Palag na to!
Magandang hapon sa lahat ng
Cute,
sumusubaybay
छोड़ा
sa
caster.
MPL Philippines Season 17.
What the heck?
Panibagong simula
छोड़ा caster
at
daw.
panibagong season naman para sa lahat ng mga manlalaro at sa inyo sa community. Umami pa rin kasama si
केटा
Philippines
के मेटा होला
at si
त्यसपालि.
Wolf. And for the first
Okay,
time
मेरो
ever,
camera हल्का शान्त
joined
गर्नु पर्ने.
by our English desk.
Oh, and Redmar, QI natin mamaya. Is that right? Tama ba? Tama.
Let's go with that. That was a good attempt. That was a good attempt. And of course, this tournament is monitored and supervised by the Games and Amusement Board. To start off our season, the 17th season of MPL Philippines will be started by two titans sa loob ng ating liga. Team Liquid Philippines.
यसले त छक्का देखाउँछ. You like this छक्का.
MPL local
मैले गेमको
champions.
कुरा गरेँ केटा हो.
Kalaban
गेमको
nila ay ang
गेमको कुरा
ating
गरेँ.
world champions.
के केटा प्रेडिक्सन हान्नु त प्रेडिक्सन कति होला त आजको स्कोर रोके म पुल बनाउँछु
Debut match pa lang ng dalawang teams na to.
I have to say that walk-in alone, I love the intros. I love the video that we had. The celebrity treatment that we got to see from Aurora after seeing them over compete in the international stage, winning the world championship. I can't wait to see what this has in store for us.
That's the only way you welcome world champions with a red carpet.
Yeah, they got a red carpet entrance, but of course we also got some great news for all of us. Man, we have rings now for our league. We're going to get championship rings at the end of the season. Wow, and whoever wins that championship for Season 17 will be the first Filipino team to ever get the LPH ring. And for me, that's insane.
Hello guys, hello, सबैलाई welcome to stream है.
Pero this time locally, doon natin ma-prove na hindi lang basta yung
Da pool बनाएको छ भोट हाल्नु केटा कलेज भनेर यस्तो प्रेडिक्ट गरौँ हैन.
And speaking of history, yung epic rivalry na ating tinitignan ngayon.
कति एड आको त्यति यति धेरै एड त नआउनु पर्ने हो.
Nakalamang ang Aurora
आजकल नेपालमा नै एड बढेर छ नि त.
Kaya medyo dehado ang itsura ng kanilang match history.
Yeah. When I was looking at the rosters, of course, and seeing the discussions between the community, I think there's a lot of
हिस्ट्री अफ इपिक राइभलरी. अरोराले 3 गेम 3 सिरिज अरोरा जित्यो अनि फाइनलमा चाहिँ टिएलपीएल ले 4-0 हानेको रे. व्हाट द फक कसरी हो?
at all during the off season, and they have momentum riding on consistency.
And so much so para sa Team Liquid Philippines na nakita din natin na maraming naging changes sa off-season at pati na rin sa upcoming week 1 natin na mamaya ay pag-uusapan.
Okay guys, Boylan Discord ba no?
Again, looking at the history of this epic rivalry, 13-18 pala ang numero natin. Lamang ng 5 ang Aurora.
Boylan Discord ba na i-click yan.
Pala yung lumalamang sa series sa mga games matchup na whenever they meet against each other, but that just shows us how difficult it is to define kung sino yung mas lamang sa dalawang teams na to.
So 13 and 18, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to say I called siguro 80% of these matchups. In my head, lamang yung Liquid, pero Aurora pala.
Oo nga eh. Alam mo kung babalikan natin yung Season 16 na matchup nito, napakaganda talaga.
It's okay, best of 3 kita.
Isa ng serye ang Team Liquid against
TLPH Agency 8-year history. Discovered MLB student in 2018 and started seriously student amateur player Aurora Sport 2023 ma.
Ano ba yung naging journey niya sa 8 taon na meron siya dito sa loob
Oh, 23 ma MDL खेलेको 24 मा सिधै MPL ID. Interesting eh.
Pero ang maganda pagpasok niya sa MPL, men. Debut MPL pre, championship agad.
Burito, maraming salamat sa pag-summarize ng career ng isang tinatawag na untouchable. Simula pa lang nung kanyang unang championship win no sa Brawl in Bandung.
तर साथी साथी आज आइरन सिकी खेल्दैन गाइस. आइरन सिकी आज खेल्दैन. फर्स्ट विक खेल्दैन रहेछ खै किन खेल्दैन भन्दा थियो. टिएलपीएल ले पोस्टै गर्दै खेल्दैन भन्दा आज.
हेलो
हेलो
आनन्द
स्ट्रिम हान्छु हेरे अड्क्यो भने मेन च्यानलबाट हेर्छ.
But I myself was excited to see Aaron Chicky start off here on week 1. Hopefully, maybe down the line. But it's good to see that we get a good reminder of the journey.
कसले जित्छ त आज
आज हाल्न लाग्यो क्या पैसा. आज एरन सिकी खेल्दैन आज तर
किन
खै फर्स्ट विक खेल्दैन भन्दा चाहिँ यो नयाँहरू खुला छ कि छैन. नयाँहरू हेर्नु मन छ यार केटा. मलाई कसम नयाँहरू खत्रै हुन्छ चलाउने मान्छेको हातमा हैन.
टुर्नामेन्ट भन्दा अगाडि आएपछि त हुन्छ हैन.
2 हप्ता पछि आउनु पर्ने हो. 2 हप्ता भरि रहेको छैन त.
सिजन स्टार्ट भएको 2 हप्ता भयो होला. कति भयो? छैन 10 दिन भयो होला.
खेलाउनु मिल्छ होला मिल्नु त. बबाल हुन्छ केटा यो हेरेर खेला हुन्छ कसम. कसले जित्छ एज सुन एज पोसिबल रे हाल्न लागिहाल्यो नि त. I think bro भन्नै सक्दैन यार यो गेम त कसम भनेको नि केटा.
अनि एमएम को होइन अब
एमएम डेडिकेटेड हो तर म त फुल सपोर्ट. म भए प्रेडिक्सन गर्नु पर्यो चाहिँ म चाहिँ त्यसलाई हाल्दै टिएलपीएस द गोट
the tanky fighter junglers may
किनकि
spot
TLPS
certain
ले
sila
भर्खरै
players
रिसेन्टली एसियन गेम्सको क्वालिफायर पनि
and
जितेछ
that
फिलिपिन्सबाट
influences a lot of the picks. Hence why throwback to
Aurora
the
ले
past,
जित्ला
as
उसले
you mentioned, Valentina, Eve, Farsa, sila pa rin ang magiging
आई थिङ्क
priority
TLPS तर
alongside
बेस्ट अफ
potentially
3 नै हुन्छ जस्तो
here
लाग्यो
in the mid lane.
And this is super
पिच टिम
exciting.
राम्रै छ यार केटा भन्न सक्दैन यार प्रेडिकै गर्न गाह्रो यो गेम
Just
त
na nakita natin sa loob ng ating laro ay may mga
यसलाई कसले जित्छ जस्तो लाग्छ
tayo ng
बोइड
mga changes naman na nangyari sa sistema.
खै Aurora
Sa
2-0
sistema mismo
Aurora 2-0
ng pagpili ng mga mapa. Dahil
What
bali-balita
the
ko,
hell,
hindi
bro?
na tayo random dito. May strategiya
M
na involved
M6 champion भएर क्या
Parang yung priority ngayon ng mga teams is mag-master ng mga
Aurora
maps.
2-0 रह्यो केटा 2-0 त वाइल्ड भयो यार TL को डिसरेस्पेक्ट भएर त
Maglaro nyo for game number 1. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang side ang pipiliin ng mga teams, but they also have
Traffic
Team ano
for
to, team is relax na.
mapa. And then,
or 2-1
sa game number
TLPH
2, yung away team naman ang pipili, pero hindi nila pwedeng piliin yung map na nalaro na. Now, if ever na
TL को order high छ
magkakaroon tayo ng randomizer for
What
two
the
players
hell?
na ensuring na hindi pare-parehas yung mga map na paglalaroan natin.
What the hell के हो odd भनेको थाहा छैन मलाई केटा
makakita na lamang tayo ng randomizer kung
Yeah.
ano nga ba ito ng games.
के हो odd भनेको थाहा छैन यस्तो कुरा नगरौँ है
Ano ba yung major difference na mangyayari dito?
Yeah, well, for game
Sure.
1 to 3, pretty much the same as BO3.
Huh.
Tapos, pag-abot sa game number 4, yung map na hindi pa napili, yun yung magiging
एक गेम हान
for game
ठिक छ
number
यस्तो
4.
कुरा गर्दै
Game
बस्नु न
5,
केटा हो के छ र
hello to the randomizer that loves broken walls, na completely random. I mean, it is completely random. It just seems like
It
broken
seems
walls
like
naging
it, yeah.
paboritong mapa.
That's true. And looking back sa ating mga last seasons,
When it's
so
sold,
naman na ata ng lahat ng mga teams.
ang pare
Yung
mo
mga bawat
when
mapa
is sold match
natin,
I heard they join MPLPL
and 4 best of 7
Philippines
ay meron din
no
tayo
guys
dito.
they haven't joined
Sa tingin
MPLPL
ko
they
ay
are just
kung tama ang
gone to
pagkakaintindi
practice
ko
in
ay
Philippines
extended version lang ata ito ng best of 5.
So imagine nyo yung best
Ah.
of 5, kung ano man yung nangyari dun sa best of 5. Pero pagdating na ng game number 6, kung sakaling umabot man sa game number 6, we will reset all of the maps. Tapos randomizer pa rin. Ganun yung mangyayari for the remaining 6 and 7.
just play this game in a different map from rotation pool no repeats okay game 5 dog map pool 5 will be set and will be randomly selected oh भनेपछि सबै अबदेखि ऱ्यान्डम ड्र हुँदैन रहेछ यार
So making sure apat lamang ang ating pwedeng
चारवटा म्याप कम्पलसरी रहेछ अबदेखि राम्रै हो त्यो रुल
upcoming game for Team Liquid Philippines and Aurora Gaming. Hindi na natin mapagkakailaban na ang laki ng pressure na hawak ng isang manlalaro.
फिलिपिन्स कास्टर र इङ्ग्लिस कास्टर सँगै छ अनि इको हुँदैन
Yeah,
के
Daiki,
हो
I think, is going to be the one because of all the build-up that we've had in the preseason leading into this.
अनि
you know,
डान्स
and
हान्छ त
for a
यिनीहरूको
lot of
त
even the international viewers that would have been tuning in to this specific match, they're going to see Daiki.
TLPS
play. And
को
I think
रहेछ
it's an
जङ
important thing that we have to take
डाइकी
into
को डाइकी भनेको
Confirmed, Daiki will be playing as much as it pains me. We will
What
not see
the
the
heck?
untouchable in action. But this is
को
a
डाइकी
रुक
यार?
मात्रै हेर्नु पर्यो यार
ओ अड्किरहेछ
ang lakas-lakas ng
त्यस्तो लाग्यो होइन होइन चल्यो चल्यो
nung SeaWorld qualifiers.
अड्किन्छ जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई के 3-4 वटा म चलाइरहेको छु नि त त्यो ट्राई गरेर न एकचोटि चलेन भने चाहिँ स्ट्रिमबाट उतैबाट
Yeah,
को
and just
Daiki
to
yun?
clarify yet again,
Kay
I know
ko,
that some
Daiki.
viewers are potentially asking, Daiki, Teddy Cutie, not the same person. So this is not going to be the
Oh,
same guy that you saw from the qualifiers. Daiki, different dude.
आउट
Welcome
भयो
to
के
the
सिक्किम
MPL.
Wow, welcome to the MPL, Daiki. Ang kanyang
एरएमसी खै के फर्स्ट विक के स्याएर खेल्न नमिलेन
newly
भन्छ
reigned world champion na si Dominic
भनेपछि
Aguilera
अरोराले
of
जित्छ क्या
Aurora
हो
Gaming.
नयाँ गोलिनसँग त कसरी जित्ला त यार अरोराको अगेन्स्ट
Na mag-perform ngayong
2-0
Oo,
2-0
napag-uusapan naman ito even sa social media no.
आई थिङ्क अरोराले हान्छ जस्तो लाग्यो यार अब त तर एरन भए होइन अरोराले हान्छ होला हो एरन त्यसको हाइप मात्रै हो त्यसको मलाई खेल्न आउँदैन त्यसलाई छोड्ला
Iba kundi itong si Doming.
Ay, ati yun.
Nakakakuha na ng championship. Hindi lang yan, even you din. No, nagkaroon na rin ng championship. And ang maganda dito, mainit pa tong team na to eh. Kumbaga,
एरनको
ang
रेजिस्ट्रेसन
gusto
इस्यु
nila
छ
sa
त्यही
kumbaga,
के रेजिस्ट्रेसन
World
इस्यु नै
Champion,
भन्दै
pwede
थियो
nilang i-apply
त्यही भएर
or
फर्स्ट विक खेल्नु
gawin
मिल्दैन
kung ano man yung mga application no ginawa nila.
तर हाइप धेरै भयो क्या एरनको त्यस्तो खेल्छ कि खेल्दैन पर्फर्मेन्स त फिलिपिन्समा हो यार
na-apply din sa lahat ng mga
सबेरो चाहिँ राम्रो खेल्छ
for the lineup of
सबेरोको potential चाहिँ देख्छु यार म
once na nagkaroon sila ng championship ng M7 doon na malakas talaga sila.
Pero narinig na natin
ब्रो के हो यार यो एमपिएल फिलिपिन्स वाट द
ए आऊ अरे कहाँबाट आएको?
kailangan
ए स्ट्रिमबाट
mga teams na ito ang kanilang
Eh.
Infinix keys to victory. Wolf, ano ba ang kailangan nating tutunan?
विन द एक्स एक्स
Dito is yung,
किज टु भिक्ट्रीहरूमै त विन्स द एक्सपी लेन म्याचअप ड्राफ्ट वाइज ओके एक्सपी लेन है केटा एक्सपी लेन आइसक्यो है भनेपछि एडवार्डलाई विनिङ म्याचअप दियो भने चाहिँ फेस फर्स्ट फेस 4-1
First.
प्लेस अनि फेरि गोल्डेनको लागि खेल्छ डिमो Domingan. Don't let Carl TC farm catch up. Okay, don't let Carl TC farm. Yo, go
Hey,
to
man.
team na dapat
Be
counterin
prepared for the
nila. So, for example,
Liquid
para sa
Box
Aurora,
5.
kailangan nila manalo sa XP lane
Liquid
matchup.
को gang से
Kaya
फिर
gusto
आती
nila
है
gawin is don't let Carl TZ farm.
Don't let
For
Carl TC
example,
farm. देखिन केटा respect
pag
कति
napanood
farm
niyo yung
गर्नु नदिएर Carl
Carl
TC लाई
TZ,
winning
Carl
condition.
TZ, hindi makakuha ng first turtle pero bigla out of nowhere same farm na siya dun sa kanyang katapat. So if you're Aurora, if you want to win the early game, kailangan bantayan mo rin yung farm ni Carl TZ.
Yeah, okay, so just to clarify,
Right, my
also,
goat
we
bro.
just,
He's the goat
switched it
right
around a
now
little bit in
in
terms of
Rome,
the-
obviously.
in terms of the keys to victory.
Oh.
And with everything that you said, it feels like it's going to be an EXP lane focus here.
Oh, wow.
When we talk about Turtles 1 to 3, you're looking at how the EXP laners are handling the lane. Did the opposing mid laner go to your lane, gank you, and deliver a
Best
first
of
death?
कति
Third
one
death
and
in
best
the
of 3 guys. Best of 3.
And if you look at the EXP
This
lane
is best of 3
hero pool,
guys.
yes, you can name them all in your head. CC, Uranus, Esme, Arlott, all of that. It's a chess match of who gets the better matchup and who gets a more comfortable start in the first turtle.
And so far, for these teams, kung sino man ang makauna sa ating Infinix Keys to Victory ay panigurado na mukhang makakakuha ng
Onyx PS
kanilang
Aurora
first
naman.
win dito
Onyx
sa
PS
Liga.
Aurora भन्दा नि यो हैन
Once
चाहिँ
again,
मजा आउँछ केटा.
nating
I think
kahaw
top
atin
2 team
ng
हो यिनीहरू
Infinix.
दुईजना.
Outplay the rest with Infinix
यो अनि Falcon पनि छ
featuring
strong.
the GT trigger for light
Falcon
fast
PH.
reactions and MOBB certified
किन हाँस्छ मलाई?
120 FPS for ultra smooth control. Don't
I
win
know.
the game with Infinix GT30. The power behind every madlang gamer.
म मन पर्छ तिमीलाई कार्ल TC Kyrie King का. Obviously Carl TC bro.
Yung parang thoughts ko dito.
Wait.
He's the goat of MLB bro.
Laban mo Team Liquid, which is yung first turtle. At syempre, ang
Kyrie र King Kong त नजिक पनि छैन क्या Carl TC केटा. त्यस्तो छ Carl TC को.
Yeah, there's so much influence in the EXP lane side because of how that also
MPL
affects the
कहिले
jungle
start
and
हुन्छ?
the turtle.
Probably
So
1 week
going out of
पछि
that,
start हुन्छ
I
होला.
mean, back to basics. Look at the room mid trio. How well are you going to handle taking control in the mid and how fast can you rotate consistently?
And this is so much fun. Anim tayong nag-uusap tungkol sa upcoming epic rivalry natin.
Bro, Domingले त हान्छ होला यार कसम. हान्छ होला यार यो series.
Season 17 into
Grandeur
हान्छ।
पायो भने कस्तो हान्छ त्यसले.
fresh from big victories. Ang dalawang ito, tignan natin kung sino
Tekti
nga ba
खेल्ने भएको
talaga
छ
ang
Doming.
naglalagablab ngayong araw na ito. Maraming salamat sa ating English desk and of course sa ating mga analysts and play-by-plays para masigurado
Kyrie the
ang
guy
ating
who got
integrity
solo
ay
kill
pupunta
by
tayo
yeah he
sa
got
Smart 5
yes
Champions.
guys bro. Yes.
Mic check. Ay, ako yung guys. Mic check.
Mic check, mic check.
Hey guys, welcome sa mga fans namin. Sa fans ng Aurora.
Sanji.
Sobrang dami sa labas.
कता आवाज यार सान्जीको त.
Grabe, new venue, ano, puro agad. Puro agad ya. Puro agad yan. Yun, salamat sa mga pumunta ngayon. Papakita namin kayo ng magandang laban. Yan,
Tawag na rin यार सान्जीको त.
laro, solid.
Number 1 mage player in the world.
Aaron, wherever you are, I hope you're watching us and support us. No, kahit
लहर का आयो.
grabe yung ano eh, no? Kahit yung red carpet eh, no? Parang kami nasa Grammy Awards kanina eh.
ए मेजको ब्याटल नि बवाल हुन्छ यार कसम.
Isa nag-allow sa red carpet. Kunin ko?
मेज र एक्सपी ब्याटल चाहिँ बवाल लाग्छ है मलाई यो दुईजना.
Di ba kalbo dito eh. Ay, paano ba to? Nangangasim eh. Nangangasim kayo ako, nangangasim. Dubai Chewy Cookie o Ilocos Panada. Pandesal Malunggay. Pandesal Malunggay.
पिङ टेस्ट त भयो हैन.
Smart 5G ping test there, and I gotta say, welcome to
बहुत
the
स्कोर
English
थियो त
podcast
बहुत
series.
स्कोर यार युए त.
Always it's us again, the We Bear Bros. And I have to say, man, UA, the development there after hearing him say, "I'm a champion," on the world stage, he's cut his hair and he's way more, I feel like, confident now, guys.
Mans is lean and ready to win.
Yeah, there's some
लेट्स गो गोट आइसक्यो एक्सपी को. अनि गोट अफ एमएलबीबी.
Very respectful.
Yeah.
यसको त कर्ली हेयर छ त कार्ली जी को.
Being the ones initiating, hello, hi. It's like he
Mage
really got
man
it
number
down
1
really
यार.
well. And I feel like that, was encapsulated by him finally screaming.
The गोटहरु यार कसम. यो लाइनअप स्ट्रङ छ. अब गोल्डनले कस्तो खेल्छ हेरौँ है केटा नयाँ गोल्डनहरु. डाइकी भनेको. यसलाई प्रेसर परिसक्यो डाइकीलाई. फर्स्ट गेम बिचाराको फर्स्ट गेम चाहिँ M6 विनरको अगेन्स्टमा क्या बिचारालाई प्रेसर परिसक्यो यार.
Put respect on his name.
He's the celebrity.
Yeah.
M67
He's
huh?
on the way to the celebrity, man.
Yeah, I will back you up.
M7
Has been
David
devoted
picked
to
David
RSG.
David game नै
One of
M7 को
the
अगेन्स्टमा
best
M7
races
विनरको.
going strong. He loves
अझै जित्यो अन्त वे.
ओए क्रेजी हुन्छ है.
Followed.
I have followed.
Demon Kite wherever he goes.
Yep. Light as well. You know,
Asar of glazing by there.
I don't like your tone with that.
यिनीहरूले glazing होइन क्या केटा हो यसले बिचारा underrated जस्तो लाग्छ यार मलाई त अझै यसले अझै फेम डिजर्भ गर्छ यार अझै धेरै यार कम्पिटिटिभ प्लेयर होइन भएपछि त अझै डिजर्भ गर्छ यसले खेलेको अनुसार दुईचोटि वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियन भएको छ अनि केटा कम ठुलो कुरा हो त्यो कार्ड डिजी
Follow the mechanics for a chance to win a brand new Infinix smartphone or exclusive power banks.
I love those power banks. Show your support to our legends, and you might just be our next big winner. So don't forget to check it out. If you guys missed the video, by the way, the mural is insane. I absolutely love it. I was so shocked when I saw the video.
Yeah, it means a lot for any Filipino figure.
Guys, start hanim na to. Start huncha la केटा अब.
I am not making fun of that. That is legit. You end up on basketball court art, you're happy, you're a legend.
That's culture.
That's culture. This is also culture. The watch parties out there. Shout outs to the Cavalry who are in the community watch party in
Coach Doggy return to Falcon, yes, bro. मलाई थाहा छ. Coach Doggy त बवाल कोच यार भन्नु पर्दा. Doming gonna cook this rookie. Doming the fireman खेल्छ यार 10 को हिँड्ने. त्यो आकाश भन्ने त्यस्तो फेभरेटिजम गर्छ नि साला अस्ति इजनालाई आइजनालाई ग्याप भन्छ पाण्डालाई भन्दै थियो पाण्डालाई भन्दै थियो त्यसैले त इजनाले काइरीलाई नै हान्छ भन्छ मासर पनि 3 टाइम्स च्याम्पियन हो नेपालको Yes, bro, let's go. Back to back to back. Hey.
And now here we are. On blue, they make the choice. We want to flying clouds. We want to play fast. They're the ones with the most changes, arguably throughout the whole league.
Yeah.
Correct me if I'm wrong. They are the team with even their coaching staff had this change.
Yeah, I was watching our good friend Midnight's video about that, and he shared his thoughts about how they are one of the teams that probably has the most impact in terms of coming into the season of changes to this lineup. Now I know, and there's been a ton of discussion. And I've seen all our
guys.
The half empire. What do we call it?
I forgot it.
It's something along
it's in my mind, but I will.
No, drafting phase.
It's liquid now.
No draft trading and made the void by.
This man.
Costco से मिलता है the prediction draft.
आने draft वाला होता.
Quality.
No draft trading करो मैं guys draft trading.
The system of JP, of Sanji, Sanford, and Carl TZ.
Excellent
To open up the season
Green खतरा सा क्या?
That's a big statement.
That means Daiki is in really good
India
hands.
में तो चले ban.
Liquid is in good hands.
Fun.
Yes.
It's gonna be
Green नहीं
precedent already if they start off.
Brandon ते आओ बड़े ना Carl TZ सा मैं ban नहीं था
Reminding everybody that once we saw
Shreya man नयाँ open साल समय है क्या नयाँ खोला सकते हैं ना
को कोच हो क्या नया कोच हो
नयाँ कोच हो यो TLPH को कि बना था last में Vices कि नयाँ रो बना ला Marcel banned तो उसलाय
Flying Cloud
Yeah, Marcel, Aurora, if they're going to be giving that a big
Marcel खुले रहेछ कास्टलले भन्दै
talk behind the scenes is Marcel is busted.
दे Marcel दे
Really going to allow
ban
to bust
nice Marcel खुला छ
So this is just an auto pick, right? It has to be. Oh, it's
Leaves
not.
on
Leomord first pick what the
I played a
fuck
couple of games with Leomord against Marcel.
This is
Never
a big
again.
यार
this is the other side of the coin. So in terms
Luis
of
second
priority,
pick
in
हाने.
the non-Marcel world, it is Leomord first. If he is open,
Marcel लिन्छ होला यताबाट हैन
I said in the panel, thank you Alter Ego. for
Marcel
going
र के
away.
लिएर
So,
Vices
for the people that missed that, why is that? Why is that the case?
It's
Marcel
easy to
Vices.
scale with. It's like having a tankier, scarier Hayabusa with you. Hayabusa wants either that level 2, level 4 gang.
Sure,
Leomord,
open.
once he gets
Marcel
Barbiel up,
Vices.
you do not want to fight him in Turtle 1. Because if you give him...
ए जुक्सिन ओपन छ त what the
snowball
fuck
like crazy.
He's got a little baby appraiser's wrath.
जुक्सिन तर हल्का नर्फ हाछ नर्फ हुने त
Good. Even late game, just charge it up.
Grok कसैले लिएन यार Marcel what the fuck
Something's never changed with this Grok pick by Aurora.
लिनै पर्ने हुन्छ
They're straight up saying this is a non-Marcel game. Let's shake hands, Coach Snap.
Yeah. Of course, Marcel, now you put him in the roam, and as terrifying as he is conceptually, one of the counters always for in the in-game, what's called the support style roam,
Marcel
the
in a man, yeah.
Estes, the Angelus of the world, it's tanks like Grok, it's mid laners like Juicin, who
So
will
they-
bully you in the center of the map.
Eve है त Eve लिन्छ होला यताबाट TLPH को साइडबाट
That aggression in the center of the map, they need to be able to trade it out with their
Eve
mid
मिल्छ
laners.
जस्तो लागिरहेछ है मेरो
More
प्रेडिक्सन
rotational speed, just go ahead and
लेट्स
take
गो
the
एउटा मिल्यो
They're
हैन
gonna be focusing on the
Eve
Fox
Khalid.
instead, they're looking at the main objective team fights.
So is this what we were talking about when it was the keys to victory, about the Liquid 5 box? This is the play style they're going for.
Yeah. And the heart of most boxes is the mid laner.
Yeah.
They are the core until the cores are ready. And the cores are ready, what, within 7 minutes.
Killer the Khalid Roma भनेपछि मार्सेल कसैले नलिनु भयो
And I like that because across from that's UA as well with the Jushin, right? Like you could swip those heroes around and it'd be the same story. And for all our mid laners out there, myself included as a
So jungle bagi छ jungle gold
try XP buffs for the patches, but no.
कसको फ्यान हो यस्तो TLPS को फ्यान रहेछ नि त क्रेजी छ त TLPS को फ्यानहरु त डोमिङ गाइड को क्लड आइसक्यो गाइस
relaunched all of the mid laners. Nothing changed.
The only, I mean, yeah, even Khalid going up.
मार्सेल लाई इग्नोर केटा हो अब मार्सेल स्प्याम हान्नु छोड्नु पर्छ जस्तो
इग्नोर त यार
नयाँ हिरोलाई यस्तो इग्नोर हान्थ्यो यार
त्यही भनेर अहिलेसम्म भएको थिएन त्यस्तो इग्नोर पनि
Because that's the matchup to go to, Claude carry. And don't be surprised.
Second phase अनि ब्यान हान्दैन
towards the potential options of fighters.
सेकेन्ड फेज भने अब त ब्यानै हाल्दैन दुईटा रोमर लिइसक्यो होला लिइसक्यो
in the jungle. However, that's a very risky play up against a lineup.
यतिको क्राउडमा खेल्न मजा आउँछ होला मजा हुन्छ नि केटा हो क्राउडमा हेर्न जितिरहेछ भने चाहिँ हारिरहेछ भने चाहिँ सरी भन्न चाहन्छु म
What, early 2023?
Yeah, I know what days you're talking about. Yep.
Shooting
Suyo ban.
Paldoming. That's where he farmed out of his mind.
Demon ko Suyo ban.
5,000, 6,000 gold on a
Demon
Claude
card.
in a season where people swore Minani was.
Where is our Bobo? Bob is in Philippines, guys, right now.
You know, you see how dominant Doming has been in a lot of his matchups, and he kind of just falls back on this pick. The Claude is something that works so well in the current meta too, and like you mentioned, Redmar, it's all about like that scaling potential with this. Now, consideration that this is a flying cloud map too, depending how that's played, we have seen that help alleviate some of the pressure where if teams find themselves falling behind, flying clouds does technically play a part in helping them stay into the game.
They can go again.
Go again.
Now,
carry ban. Okay, good ban carry cloud round ban. Daigi ko duita hero udaidyo yaar. Daigi le ke khela ta aba?
Claude here, the Yuzhong will mess that up in the team fight. One Petrify here, Blazing Duet is gone. So is
Fighter khela ra khelदैन होला fighter.
Because with us putting importance in the EXP lane pick,
CC खुल्लै छ CC खुल्ला त gold मा.
The main trades they're going for. They haven't picked up their EXP laners yet. They want to see what the other picks first.
Exactly. Not just because they come up early.
Demon Kite को dinta jungle ban हाने यार. अझै अर्को नि ban हाल्न त.
That they want to make sure it's a winning matchup. That's what we're going here.
Awesome.
The pressure on the shoulders of the
Baba.
the new head coach of the
Iron Siki yo first week खेल्दैन.
He's facing off against
It's so Bob. कस्तो भइरहेको practice.
He's still a content creator in a way, right?
Trying to keep it.
Watch his streams.
Comes up with a couple videos
depressing sounds are the.
Seems to be the closer. Oh, even Snap knows
Bakar udega.
Cute kina दुईजना गेम हेर्न गएको छ के एम्पियर
एनिमे तेरो देखिन्छ कि क्या हो एपेक्स र रेडियममा
देख्न सक्छ
Yes, there's a Grok and Juicy on the other side, but that's what you get when you have Khalid. You have so much info, so much equipment.
यहाँ युट्युबमा हेर्ने चाहिँ हेर्नेमा किन जाने
Let's see if Liquid are going to go static and they go for the
Last time Philippines गएर होला
in lane. Esme is still
दाकी त अर्कै देश हो जस्तो
that is
त
going to be the more stable approach.
Daiki
And then they'll just go for a carry for
Philippines
Daiki.
को नयाँ गोल
Whether or
हेर्नु
not that's going to be a Granger or something else is now the next question.
You can just hear the crowd react too. Once that Lapu Lapu is picked in for Edward, Mr. Consistent, and we already highlighted that too. Just how important the XP lane
त्यो फर्स्ट पिक लियो मोड गरेको
म भने फर्स्ट पिक लियो म जुक्सी दिएको क्या
it's just like the XP lane match, but then you get
Simple हो क्या
phenomenal XP laners duking it out. It's almost sometimes I'm sure there's a bunch of people that just
तर हैन इभ अहिले मेटामा छ इभ र जुसिन ट्रेड गरेको
to see how Sanford and Edward move
तर जुक्सी हल्का नर्फ हान्दै रहेछ नि त
crucial pickups for
नर्फ हानेछ के नर्फ हानेछ जुसिनको
what's the last pick
नर्फ हानेर चाहिँ त यो प्याचमा हेरेन तिमीले
because actually like our own little
David
tier
is
is
a player
Moskov
for
compared to other gold laners. He's a tier below them. Not that he's a bad pick. It's just that usually you'd want to go for
Kuinka
quick
se
damage,
Vampire boy?
faster scaling.
Voided as well.
Moskov is that guy that needs the space. The good thing is
Vampire
Liquid
Sumidar
built
sanga.
that lineup for him. They have so many space creators in the first 4 that they went for. The Daiki can just chill, farm, and then join in the fight when he needs to with his
Damage.
destruction.
If it does go sideways for Count Easy, yeah, the 11th
Tinda
hour,
jungle
Daiki
ban
can
cha
come
kile
in
da
and say,
jungle.
Boss, I got it.
यो demon guy यो मुख के हो यार हाँस उठिरहेछ यार मलाई त्यो मुनिहरु
That's what I'm wondering. The Viper's gone. The Boxer's gone. Does he
जानी स्माइल दिइरहेछ
go and match this
जबरजस्ती
pace from the Leo?
किनेले ओइ बाल मोड रे वाट द ओए के हो यार
Balmond buff होइन?
अ बफ हो ओ माय
Balmond खेल्छौँ
तर Balmond छैन त.
And I feel good when I play Balmond.
ह
Well, they needed damage.
छैन Balmond buff. खै पहिलाको उसमा होला.
पहिला बेच
And this guy can go toe to
हेर्छु
toe.
म.
ब्रो फर्स्ट गेम बाल मोड लिइरहेछ यार के हो यार फिलिपिन्स को क्रान्त
When they started rolling out,
छैन.
shout out to SDZYZ with the
खै
changes then.
कुन चाहिँ ब्याचमा? Season 39 मा buff छैन.
Balmond was one of the
Season
first
40.
to show up in that role.
Season 40 मा नि buff छैन.
That's why he became a champion.
तर 100% होला यार रिट्रिभ त बालमोड सँग त
I'm leaning a little bit more
अल्टी
liquid,
रिट
but if Liquid are
दुई
not
season
careful,
अगाडि buff गरिदिएको
Balmond
रहेछ.
gets to rack up some kills, they
जी
could
जी यार
get
बालमोड
snowballed
लिइरहेछ यार
here. The
फर्स्ट
thing is, it's a very specific condition.
डाइकीले मोस्को धेरै छ नि त ओके मोस्को कति पछि देखे यार
Pick, but I'm here to see it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, we're jumping into MPL Philippines season
Okay, let's go
17.
game one.
The first match to kick off the season, and it's none other than the epic rivalry between two teams so familiar with each other that we can't wait to see this one break out. Let's jump into the land of Dawn here.
Okay, so one of the telltale signs to see if this game is going to be hella slow is how, if there is going to be the second minion wave in the mid
Mid-मा
lane,
के गर्दैछ मिनियन
little
यिनीहरूले
skirmish that shows up.
Just
Usually
enjoying them.
after the first buff, one of these junglers or both of them
अब
will
फ्रिज
just show
खान्छ
up,
होला
trade it out,
त खादैन
and then they're going to go back to their rotation, see if they can't get the kill.
कस्तो
But
मिलाएर खेलेको यार
looks like it's
यिनीहरूले
going to be Call Easy staying around here. He wants to get that Lethal Wander. He'll get it without a problem.
अझै
Sanji
फ्रिज हान्दैछ
forcing
आमा
lightning
यो
went
त
back means that we're probably not going to see anything big unless... Oh, they will continue the invade!
JP jumps on the light at a third of his health. Looking to save the range here for Demon Kite.
Very nice,
For his
light.
orange. This is one of the good things you get with a Balmond, just the speed. You can match that Leomord.
Yeah, that's what I was just kind of thinking here is your potential to stay up to pace was the main question when we got through that draft. We saw that Leomord first pick on the blue side. And Ballman being one of those heroes maybe pops up more and more, but especially I think because of the fact that the Frederick was taken out and that's, you know, one of the go-to picks of Demon Kite. A Ballman is going to be an interesting thing in this whole kind of
फिलिपिन्स को त गेमै यस्तो यार
and how it
सेफ
goes
हो
up
यार
against
पुरै
the first hurdles here in just a bit, but it's oh, hold on.
So fast, look! He's already level 4!
फोर पुगिसक्यो
That's his own pace, man.
Yeah.
के हो लियोमोड भन्दा छिटो फास्ट के छ क्या?
लियोमोड त्यहाँ अघि आयो नि त्यही भएर ढिला
They
भयो
wanted to delay this. And now it is around the fourth minion wave. Here comes Demon Kite.
Ooh,
Okay, they
nice
forced out the
one,
trigger
yeah.
from Sanji. He won't have that for the first
Good
hurdle.
निकाल्दिएर
This could be a relatively easy one for Aurora if Sanford cannot get to level 4.
Light trying to get that level 4 too, but Turtle being up, he's probably not going to have it. But you
और
already
पुग्यो
know that
स्यानफोर्ड
Light
ओ डाइकीले लेन जितिरहेछ यार
Daiki!
डाइकी
Off from the MD!
ओए
ओए
Got a face full of damage coming in from JP on him. Demon Kite spinning around. Throne of Ruin catches Ballman.
Demon Kite मर्यो
Demon Kite in the back.
Sanji
Down
मर्यो
goes Sanji. Edward finds him. DK holding on. The GOAT finds him. That's a one-for-one trade. One aside.
हर्ड लाग्यो.
क्लॉड ल्यान यार
Devastation coming in.
ओए एकछिन
Yeah, Call Easy finds another. JP traded out.
ओए कार्ल डीजी
Holding on.
व्हाट द
ओए
फक
मा
ट्रिपल किल हान्दै यार
The Apex Predator, the only one left standing.
गुड ट्रेड यार मोस्टली माथि फार्म पनि पायो
Season 17! It was so important for the Alice to hit level 4, and since he was, him
Triple
and
kill
Call
हान्दिएर
Easy,
यार
Sanford and Carl decided to chase after Demon
कस्तो
Kite.
ट्याङ्क यार
Now,
लियोमोड
Sanji unfortunately got caught out by Aurora, who saw the misposition.
ओए स्यानफोर्ड को एउटा आइटम आइ पनि सक्यो यार
That could have gone
कति
so
छिटो
well for Aurora, but of course, the killing spree on Carl Easy kept him alive and got him 3.
Oh, here we go. Set it up again for this first hurdle. They just want to duke it out.
They jump
Oh
on a
my
two.
god, nice hit यार
Can't even call that BL.
स्यानफोर्डलाई हेर न यार बालमोड मारिदियो
Catches him.
ट्रिपल किल
And now 40 Red Sharks. Oh,
And
Forty's holding on. He's just delaying the inevitable.
He's just going to delay it here. He does get back to the mid lane, but man, forget the
5 kill
objective
हानी
of the
सके
tournament.
एडवर्डले, what the fuck.
Is just to get the bodies.
I am seeing shades of Aurora that learned
के
so
भइरहेछ
much
रे ग्याङ
from
भएको भएछ त
fighting alter ego, the continuous fighting.
Totally innocent है नहीं
Calling
त्यही त 4 मिनेट हुन लागिसक्यो
for
यार
the bodies instead. Let's not play the
Post turtle
50-50.
भएको रहेछ
We can dive them. Great call so far by Aurora, and Liquid, though, still have a chance to take it back.
4 minutes in and not a single turtle taken.
Yeah.
And they're still holding on to it. They're trying. Liquid here. Blitzes it. And that's a score for Carl.
Okay, they'll take
Yo,
the
that's
turtle
Andy.
down finally, but
Turtle
still,
down.
I think Aurora generally happy with what they were doing.
Rock against गाह्रो हुन्छ क्या हो
See this,
इपिन
Edward is 5-1 and 1, man.
Flicker bait भएको भएकै छ हेर त्यसको बुच्चा चिरो
Loaded there. And so Sanford's going to have to adjust his playstyle. I mean, he hasn't gone down either, and this is an out.
कस्तो राम्रो वार हान्ने छ हेर
Just go ahead and set things up with that Throne of Ruin, but
So Grok the
Edward
wild
is
are
going
like
to potentially be a problem here for Liquid. to deal with.
M6 M7 MVP like the core
Gold more than Dom and Kite right now. Who Daiki, credits to him. That man is doing really good in the gold lane. He is handling Dom and Kite, but can
लियो मार्ट काउन्ट हान्छ क्या बारमनले
stop Dom and Kite from getting farm later on?
Can 0 to
That's
7.
always the thing with Aurora. With everything happening in the map, even if Dom and Kite at one point is a 1k gold
First
lead,
game Valve
it
lead
won't
रहेछ
take long to suddenly see that he's 2k gold lead
So
above
gamble
the
लिन्छ यार
opposing
यिनीहरूले
gold laner.
Yeah, and I think that's why that Moscow was kind of
छोरा ब्यान थियो
just to go ahead and deal with that potential that, you know, Dominkite is
First
going
phase
to
में
be
ban
double
छोरा
laning, farming up. Oh,
Maxi?
good call.
Maxi ने ban
Jumps on a 3. Carl Teasy staying his blade.
नाइरो चाहिँ ओपन
Just
कसैले
controlling the
लिएन
river here.
Yeah, defensive maneuver.
मार्सेल
JP
कि
is going to be fine.
उ हुँदैन त्यो त
But
के
going
भन्छ
back to
त्यसलाई
it, I think that's a
के त्यो
great
ब्यान
point
हुँदैन
from Mark. They've got to be able to deal
Castle
with
त
Dominkite. Oh,
खुल्लै थियो भने
Jump on in, forcing a defensive blazing duet.
ओए
Keeps himself alive and Azur's back.
के हो यार यिनीहरूको त गोलले त
And
अब
that's the acknowledgement of Liquid. That's the receipt. They know that Dom and Kite cannot just be left alone to farm up. That even
Wait,
what
what?
Kite is doing while handling him, you still have to find ways to deliver the pressure. So in terms of the goal,
के हो एडवर्ड
there's a
त
slight advantage, just very slight for
के
Dike.
एडवर्ड तान्ने तान्न खोज्यो क्या लास्ट तन्डाललाई चाहिँ
I think Carl knows what's up. Second and final turtle spawning in 10.
that's tough to deal with, man. You got that large sword there to try to catch a horse. And Carl Teasy,
As we were side दिँदैछ है
even if you
के के हो हाइन्डलेस साइड दिएको जस्तो लागिरहेको क्या फुलै दिए जस्तो Stanford.
With this next objective coming up, you can see placements already here for both teams. Both gold laners still up, but look at Edward's positioning. He's going to
अरूलाई फाइदा हुन्छ क्या है
the
तर
entry point here.
And now Sanford holds down. Edward just goes back, resets.
कार्ल 14 लेभल छ यार त्यसले
Edged over to Liquid.
ओ लाइट
Misses
एडवर्ड
it,
मरे
and
एडवर्ड
Carl
मरे
secures one more time, 100% for the cavalry. Down goes Edward.
हाने हाने
Liquid
टिएल
gets everything that they
स्यानफोर्ड
want.
मर्दै मर्दैन अब
Light and you are back. Carl does the same, taking down the celebrity, and Light gets a shield just in time to
Okay.
survive.
Oh, and the spear is thrown, but oh, they still want to go for more. You
Also अझै त्यसको
Does not click it just yet. RWM the answer. UF figures out. Dominkite comes in, walks.
जेपी जेपी जेपी
मारे
मरे जेपी तर मरे मरे ओए कार्ल कार्ल म ओए मा कार्ल टीजी ब्रो ओ माय गॉड कार्ल के हो यार अझै ब्लू खाएर गयो क्या हो ब्लू खाएर गयो यार अझै what the fuck ब्लू पनि खाइदियो यार अझै
Someone tell Carl Teasy that that's not a Lancelot. That's a Leomord, sir. How are you dashing in and out of there?
Leomord
as if
first
you
pick
are-
bro
that you
यस्तै
have
खेले
Lord
चाहिँ फर्स्ट
Roses
पिक जसरी
with
नै
you. My goodness,
Night is a
Carl.
night.
What?
That's true. A knight is a
A
knight.
knight is a knight. Oh yeah. Is Lancelot a knight? Yeah. He is also. Okay. All right.
I think so.
He's a royal knight. He's a prince.
Yeah. No. Okay. With everything that happened, look again. We go back to the
Crazy,
goal
bro.
lane.
तेरे
Versus
हत्ती से यार
Robots,
कार्ल
Team
टीजी
Liquid Philippines pushing the aggression. Daiki still deathless. Only
Balmer
one
get
assist,
picked
and
for the
he
first time
still
since Eco
is
Carl
getting work. Pushing
Carl
the
TG ले
Liquid
खेलेको रहेछ
Philippines
the last
to
time
join
ले
the rest of Aurora in the center of the map. And hey, there's a Bauman back for you. He gets picked for the first time since then. Echo Carl Teasy picked it up in season 11. It's been 6 seasons.
I wonder if that was a thing. I wonder if it was like a discussion in the draft. It's like, hey, Demon Kite, just go with the Bowman, man. You know, Carl Teasy's the last person to play it. But I think, nonetheless, it still serves its purpose. I know he's 0-3 right now. It's not looking too good KDA-wise, but that doesn't really matter here for Demon Kite specifically.
0-3 से यार fast pick ball.
That Leomord pick in this lineup, but what's really difficult is if they miss those major initiations, which was mainly coming from Light, to set up with that the Grok here, and if he's not able to land,
Total को लाई लेको होला Balmor, तर total में जितना बात है ना,
and then
आज useless ने बाहर Balmor था.
you haven't had Dominkite yet for this, right? And that's going to be the trajectory for when we get to this later portion of the game. We start fighting for these lords. Is how much of impact will that Claw now have in these fights? Because Daiki, you can say the same about him, man. He's been farming up, doing his thing, and he hasn't really had to worry about too much.
Yeah. So next big loss for Aurora means inner turrets. That's going to be
hello, Boyd.
are going to be going down.
Mate, sign up to me.
This lord and the lead
Wait, what's way?
maybe even 6,000 gold and liquid.
Philippines को match चाहिन्छ भने भन है.
ए कस्तो कस्तो लागिरहेछ त फिलिपिन्स के अरे यसलाई बबलाई
मलाई रामेन आइरहेछ
खानेकुराहरू मिठो छ
खानेकुरा त नर्मली अर्डर गर्दैछु
यो सिरोको बत्ती गयो भनेर भाग्दै
Lord Ross हान्दिन्छ त. ओ युए कस्तो छिरेको युए? What the fuck? ओए Aurora को ग्याङ के हो त्यो? Oh my god, bro. Daiki?
ओ छिरे
And that's what I was talking about. There's a double for UA. Daiki.
Bro, युए ले के गरेको त्यो भर्खर? Oh my god.
एक ब्याक गर त यो के हो नि यार डिस्टर्ब भयो
तिमीले देखेन बब हेर न के गरेको या जुक्सिन र सबलाई हेर है के गरेको व
सिधै शान्तिमा चढेछ नि
यार ओ माय गॉड ब्रो के हाने यार यार गाइस अति हाने यार त व्हाट द फक ब्रो अति ग्याङ हो यार त्यो त नेक्स्ट लेभल ग्याङ हो यार त्यो
They found the miscalculation by Liquid, punished that, got some kills, and now it's an even game. It's a 2K lead, but this is actually an even game.
There they go. They find themselves once again for the objective, setting things up. Both teams getting into position. Carlte's going to hold this. Dominkite now picking up.
Also 2K को goal lead है यार TLPS को.
Wanted to count at least the tier 1 turret in the mid. For Aurora to have a bit of space to work with, but they do fight. They've got control of the Lord now, half health on this. There they go. Down to an 8, the answer from the
nice.
From the Lord, cancelling light engagement. And a blanking them at the back. Down to easy. The sharpest rush
Edward bro.
takes the Lord. Down goes Edward.
Retreat battle मा त कार्टी को लेभल त 3 लेभल छ बॉडी
just for Daddy JP to go down.
It's a good trade. Edward Lightfall. Team Liquid Philippines gets the Lord. You gotta give a credit to Liquid. In this game alone, they've already answered.
Dominkite को 7 assist था 007.
Aurora, they had a great idea with this bomb, and it just seems like the practice isn't quite there yet in terms of actually being able to show what this lineup can do. Is it because Liquid denied them the opportunities? It looks like that's
तले अगाडि इन्गेज गरे त्यसले जित्ने रहेछ यार अहिले त
sequence. And the Lord until you called it out. He was just riding through there underneath his own teams. Are a real world manipulation. He was safe. Retry. Then he just rode away.
Sanji 2-4-3 मा रहेछ. Sanjiलाई त गाह्रै परा रहेछ यो.
लेभलै छैन त्यसको लागि अपोनेन्टको पिक हेर न
जुक्सिनको लागि म्याचअपको लागि थियो होला क्लड र ग्रकले त ल्याङ नै
अझै त्यहाँ उ पनि छ लाभ पनि छ
And I think when you kind of have to look at where can Aurora turn this in their favor, a lot of these fights, like I said, are on the shoulders of Light to get that setup like we saw from earlier, that setup. And if it goes down, I feel like they're almost trying to pick up the pieces here to win the team fight.
Yeah, roughly 3,500 gold lead for the Leomord of Carltese. That's not something that you want to see. Their lineup falling behind and you have a bomb on jungle. They go in, but they miscalculate.
Uh-oh, Raging Sandstorm
missed the mark. Oye, मा Sanjiलाई हेर न Sanji बाजिरहेको तर अझै कसरी बाजिरहेको Sanji Sanji बाज्यो Oh my god bro कसरी बाज्यो त्यो भाइ Daiki लान्छ Daiki लान्छ Daiki लान्छ Daiki लान्छ
finds Mr. Consistent as he tries to
आना बन जा रही है बहुत फाइट
त्यही त सान्जी नै मरेन यार
सैनफोर्ड और जेपी कॉल्टे गाते हैं
युए मरे युए जेपी कॉल्टे सक्का लाग्यो कस्तो हँसाइदिएर यार बालबन्ड अल्टरनेटिभ हानेको कस्तो हाँसो त हेर
On the defense, I don't think they're going to be able to do much else. It is going to be a reset, though. Yeah. But, yo, I don't think Light wants to actually force anything here. They're just going to clear this out. But, man, this is in control now for TLPA.
No kill ma yaar Carl TC.
Seeing once again how alter ego, how teams who play the Leomord in M7.
तर एरन भन्दा राम्रो खेल्ला जस्तो लागिरहेछ यार डाइकीले मलाई ओस्कोप जसरी खेल्ला छ के पुरै राम्रो खेल्ला
It's gonna be a rough time to try.
Hero going to attack
Before that sequence, Carl already got to build up his Malefic Roar. That's a huge damage boost that will melt even Edward, who at one point was like the main guy that Carl basically looked at and said, "Why can't I take you down?" But with that Malefic Roar up, he doesn't care anymore. He's able to. And again, going back to Daiki, he's getting protected really well by Liquid, and he himself is playing individually great.
Dominik commits to placing duet early.
Oi, Sanford! Mare. Wait, Daiki to Morio. Sanford man damage puts more than Sanford more than. Sanford? Oh my god! Oh my god!
It was such a good attempt from
Boom, Andre Balwardle. Boom.
The positioning on the Alice, but the fighting
potential from Roro. It was a bait. That is one of the plays that you can do as a Claude.
Your trade कसरी जित्यो यार? तर कार्ड जाउनु भन्छ फ्लाइङ क्लाउड हो.
But the rest of the team is holding strong and ready to clap back. It was scary when Sanford
Sanji को फ्लिकर निकाल दिया यार. पर कहाँ देख रहे थे?
That was more predictive than anything.
Oh no! There's the SOD. Dominik secures it underneath.
Daiki?
Daiki finds you and Daiki throwing these spears.
Daiki.
Humankind dashes out. Aurora just want to be happy with the Lord that they finally got. Light with the flicker back. Dominik's got Daiki on him. And they...
जेपीले के गरे थाहा छ भर्खर? Oh my.
जेपीले के गरे भर्खर भाइ?
ओपनिङलाई स्लो पार्न त्यसले त्यस्तो गरेको यार. Oh my god, JP bro. What the fuck?
There's a lot of chaos. There's a lot of fighting.
Slow हुन्छ के स्किनले?
स्लो हुन्छ नजिक छ भने. Oh my god bro. What the hell? त्यो बिति त स्लो हुँदैन तर हल्का स्लो हुन्छ.
Not being afraid to trade, going for the heroes, going for the kills. Yes, the objectives are there, but at the same time, getting hero kills allows you to get objectives. And by the way, great little freeze on the Lord up top. But just a quick little delay for Light, which allows Aurora to dictate the tempo a little bit better.
Eve को winter item है ना पूरा ना एक डाइट है.
At this point, mind you, they were down nearly 6,000 gold earlier on. That last really allowed Aurora to get some more control into this game. Yes, they might have lost the base turret early on, but they're in a
Light को flicker तो छैन डिफेन्ड त
to the base of TLPH. It looks like they're going to start things up. They should be able
हुन्छ. यिनी पनि दिएन यार यिनीहरुले त.
pretty well as it does go down now here in the top side.
Nice यार, nice.
Aurora will clear out the tier 2 in the mid, potentially this bottom, and that might be all they get off that Lord play.
Yeah, Aurora, for a majority of this game, has lost the map. It's just evident of their draft. It's not a very wave management-centric lineup. So after that big fight win, this is the best that they could do. A big Lord take could mean equalizing the map. And at this point, the only real advantage Liquid has is that penetration mid.
Yeah.
So Aurora are ramping up to actually gaining control of this game.
And this is something that we acknowledged also during the draft. Liquid, they were able to take the condition that we mainly stated for them, control it, but they couldn't find the big win to try and end it. Yes, they got the tower down in mid, but then after that, Aurora got the cloud got a little bit more time, and now they're at this point where they don't even need to use Domigite as the main source of damage. As we mentioned earlier, this play was started because Domigite came in as the first initiation. He baited out abilities from Liquid. Into taking that fight, roped Sanford into finding an excellent throne of ruin, and they were able to counter it because now they are at this point. This is the comfort of their lineup, late game.
And folks, just as a little reminder, these are trained professionals, world champions at that. Do not try this at home. Do not be the Claude that Dominkite was, and be the initiator. He did this with his team's blessing, and it was a, I assume, planned play.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've seen Dominkite do that so many times that I almost feel like they might not even call it. It's just Dominique's like, I'm gonna go do this. He comes back, team knows how to respond. You saw that too when that fight broke out, that 2 chastised pauldrons were picked up for Demonkite and I believe Edward.
Lord.
So that kind of helps deal with even some of the scaling that we see with the Monskov usually at this portion in the game.
Aurora ले 50-50 लिन्छ किनकि बालमोड भएर होला
is going to be a crucial one.
फ्लिकरै गयो JP को
Defensively, Khaldi's holding that Y brush. What's he gonna do with this light? Susses him out. JP comes back. Quick
बढेको JP को यार
No, UA तो
Oh my god, UA Sanji यसरी हान्छ हेर नि इभलाई Oh my god Domin मरे Domin डाइकीले लापुला मार्यो एडवार्डलाई मार्यो डाइकीले Oh my god, डाइकीले हान्यो डाइकी Lo
Welcome to the MPL Philippines, Daiki. What a move!
Such again, such. Recall
Dominkite मर्नु भएको छ Dominkite पनि
Oh no! It's just like the
Demonkite.
Daiki and JP down goes DK. Light can't do this.
Wait, Light? Bro, defense hand is not one Light.
4 seconds on.
Wait, ma, custom Light.
So much time. He pulled it.
Oh my god. What the? Wait, ma. Wait.
I know, suck.
Bro, Light. Oh my god, bro. अति यार त्यो ग्लक त.
ओइ मलाई त लाइट त अलिकति डाउन चिन्नु जस्तो लाग्छ यार
Oh my god, bro. अति डिफेन्स यार कसरी डिफेन्स हान्छ यार रङ कति बेर अरे अल्ट हग्यो क्या यसले कस्तो म्या अल्ट हायो भने त्यही छैन सुरुमा अल्ट किन हानेको कस्तो खतरा यसलाई यार यसले
4 seconds on Dominkite. They're trying to clear out Lightbot. So much time. He pulled it.
Oh my god. Bro, nice game, man. Nice.
And I think that's it. Liquid stampedes through. Take it.
Right. And
Lovely
we all
game,
talk
man.
about how good Claude is for Dominkite.
साथी बब यार तिम्रो त्यो फोटोमा के हो यार पसिना डेन्जर गर्मी भइरहेको थियो क्या यार
इन्डियामा गर्मी थियो यार
कस्तो हेर्छ है यताबाट पसिना पनि चुइरहेको छ
एसी खोल भनेको एसी नखोल्दैन
There was so much, and mind you, that all fight broke out. JP using his flicker and his raging sandstorm.
कस्तो थियो त्यो स्क्रिन प्र्याक्टिस
What I
you
saw how well he was maximizing
It's an
the
also.
cooldown reduction of his blink ability with every
सर्भर
basic
कस्तो र्याङ्क गेम खेल्दा हुन्छ त सर्भर
he'd
कस्तो
immediately be looking for someone to
सर्भर
basic attack. Even if
5
it's not a
म्यानमा
first,
राम्रो छ
even if it's
3 मा
not
राम्रो छ
just so that he can
Trio मा
get
राम्रो छैन
picking reduced. Then he'll use it either
सपोर्ट
to gap
सपोर्ट रोम
close
मात्र
or
लिन्छ
create more space.
अनि
He's
एमएमसँग
looking
मात्र
for
बस्छ
creating space for himself.
Oh my god फर्स्ट गेममै एमभीपी हान्दा यार यसले त डेभिड गेम वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियनको अगेन्स्टमा
Everybody on Liquid is pretty jacked.
ओ यो साथी हो डेभिड गेम रे
What'd you see?
डेभिड गेम
डेब्युट हो डेब्युट
ए म त डेभिड गेम भन्नु सुनेको क्या
I'm taking care of you.
फाइट एम नेम
फाइट रुममै छ स्टिल फाइट रुम
एमभीपी पाएछ रे त भन
Should I come in?
I think again they were playing around that box. That they
Daiki
set up.
the new goat
One death. That's all he had. One single death in this
एरन
game.
सिकी भएको म चाहिँ मुतिसक्यो
यो
अन्त
यो त यो पनि हान्छ कि जिमेलले नि
Wins that they were getting.
मगर
Turn into a massive one where they are starting to push into the base a lot because Daiki kept staying alive.
अब एरन सिकी बेन्च छ अब होल टाइम
It was during a point where, okay, sure, but we don't really get what we want. A lot
Huh?
of it. You see, in the late game, they're committing so many plays to try and take down this Moskov. They commit a lot of resources. Aurora team fought very well.
Yeah.
But Daiki just played better, man.
I think you said this really well earlier, Redmar. You're like,
Winter ko
the
bana cha
idea
hera.
here is, okay, we've got Carl
Winter ko
Tizia,
ke ma
Leopard,
Moscow ma?
causing havoc, causing chaos. And then once that's
For that
kind of
बनाएको छ Winter को.
expended, then you have Daiki to worry about. And that last team fight was a big part of that, because Carl Tizia was doing crazy things in the backline when the team was split up, and then Daiki was doing his own. And once that, once Carl Tizia's moment was done, it was
Doming le त 1 kill पाएको छैन रहेछ यार 11 assist नभएर.
where he landed that spear, goes in for this fight. You have
तर यिनीहरू चाहिँ सबै यो इभमा चढेर नि होला मस्कोले 3 हिट हान्न
this
भएको
is about as good as it could get on trying to delay this and defend this the best you can. And what a last shot there too, with the spear destruction to even cap
पाएको
the
छ
kill.
सर.
But it was just it was phenomenal how fast it switched for TLPH.
Sanji त उ मात्रै थियो यो गेम त
Which
त्यो
should have been a,
डिस्ट्र्याक्सन
I
जस्तो
would say a fight for Aurora to take.
रेडबोर्ड नि चढेको थियो गेम चढेछ डोमेनले नि अल्ट हानेछ त्यसले
देख्ने बित्तिकै अल्ट हान्ने हैन यिनीहरु त युए र डोमिङ त.
त्यो स्पिकर अल्ट हानेको थियो त्यो जुसिनले त
Aurora in the late game. You
Last
can't
fight
help
में.
but feel frustrated for them. They played this so well. You got
खाली त युजलेस नै हुन्छ अर्ली गेम भएन नि त राम्रो
here
भएन.
and there with initiations, not only through line, but of course GP as well on the other side, the 7 deaths. But I think what you can look at as the lineup of Team Liquid Philippines is, okay, you take it out of the concept
को 7 kill.
of 4 for 1 or 1 for 4. Liquid seems to have learned a little bit of
कस्तो
something
ड्यामेज
also
नपुगे
from
जस्तो लागिरहेको छ
where
अरोराको साइडबाट.
you have two options with great individual ceilings that if, as mentioned
जुसिनले
earlier,
कति
by
ड्यामेज
Yasu,
हानेछ?
if the Carltes is not
51
popping
हानेछ
off,
त.
you can rely
लापुले
on
91
If
हानेको.
Moskov is not popping off, you can rely on the Leomord. But if both are popping off, then what the heck do you do?
Yazuki Arfi, Carl TZ, Daiki.
I see.
And that lesson came in at a very costly manner.
Yeah.
Their slot in M7.
Yeah.
That could have been.
गाइस अब 5 मिनेटमै सर्ट हुन्छ होला.
Liquid would run through
ड्राफ्टहरु.
Alter Ego, but hey, AE taught Liquid, and now Liquid is putting that lesson out on display. Like, this is a scar. We know. And Daiki wasn't even part of the team yet. Like, Daiki, again, I think that's the headline of this whole
Carl was
shindig
consistent
right
goat
now.
for a reason.
Daiki
आरलले त एभ्री गेम
no
राम्रो
game
हुन्छ.
on the epic rivalry and said, this is familiar.
Yeah.
I got this.
I'm good.
Because Daiki shines for TLPH on his first MPL Philippines game, and I think for anyone that has their debut game in the Philippines, at least for me, from what I can recall, this is probably one of the best performances that we've seen in a debut MPL game.
Yeah. Mans is a graduate of the academy, and I love it. Welcome.
That's true. Welcome, welcome, man. And also, everybody else, you're also welcome, because to dominate the Land of Dawn, you need a connection that can never let you down. From scouting rotations to tracking the pros, stay online and in the zone.
Power up with the Smart Power All 99. Get 10 gigs of data for MLBB and your favorite apps, plus unlimited Facebook calls and texts. Share every GG moment with Smart, the simply reliable partner of the MPL.
That's probably what Taiki did. He probably did that.
त्यो प्राइस पुल त कति 72 लाख करोड जस्तो छ त एनपीआर इन्डियाको.
हो र
त्यहाँ रिभिल हान्ने रहेछ त एमपीएल त्यो इन्डियाको त्यो मोबाको. है बाब
खै कुन चाहिँ पेज भन त जेम्स बन्ड
एकछिन म्युट हान्नु
कुन
पर्यो
चाहिँ पेज हो
गाइस. बब
हेलो भन न
के प्राइस पुल त यो के 80 कति लाख छ भन्ने थियो त त्यसमा त.
कुन चाहिँ पेजमा लिएछ
मोबाइल लेजेन्ड इन्डिया मोबाइल लेजेन्ड इन्डिया
मोबाइल
45
लेजेन्ड
45 लाख आइएनआर करोड त
होला होला नि त्यो अस्तिको त्यो थर्ड पार्टीको त कति थियो त्यो राइस स्टारको के त
70 लाख एनपीआर एनपीआर कटायो भने त भइहाल्यो त्यो त.
फर्स्टले 50% त पाउँछ 50 कि 40 तर ट्याक्स बढी रहेछ नि त 30% ट्याक्स रहेछ
इन्डियामा.
लास्ट टाइमको त्यो जुन चाहिँ राइस स्टार भएको थियो नि त्यसमा 30% ट्याक्स काट्यो अरे
Oh my god.
धेरै हो नि 30%.
नेपालमा कति थियो रे?
कति थियो? नेपालमा नर्मल 10% काटा हुन्थ्यो. तर लास्ट टाइम एमसीबी को एमएससी को चाहिँ कति काटेको थियो? थोरै काटेको थियो. लाइक 10% भन्दा मुनि काटेको थियो एमएससी को.
मेसी त त्यो हङकङको थ्रुबाट आएको थियो।
हैन हङकङ थ्रुबाट आएको थिएन. सिधै यता त्यो नेपाली अकाउन्टमै आएको. त्यही थोरै आएको थियो. कति एकदम थोरै काटेको थियो. 10% भन्दा मुनि.
तर राम्रो यार त्यो 70 लाख आएन त्यसपछि एमएससीमा गयो भने छुट्टै मेन स्टेजको छुट्टै छ टोटल त 1 करोड 30 लाख त पर्छ होला एमएससीको त्यसले गर्दा कस्टली
एकछिन रोक है मेरो खाना आयो म खाना लिएर आउँछु.
ल गाइस वाइल्ड छ त यार पैसा त अब इन्डियामा जित्यो भने फर्स्टले 30-40 लाख त पाउँछ होला त्यसपछि एमएससी गयो भने फुल टिमले 80-90 लाख त पाउँछ 1 करोड प्लस चाहिँ हुन्छ यार टोटल त बस बवाल यार त्यो त 1 करोड प्लस एउटा टुर्नामेन्टबाट वाइल्ड $3 मिलियन छ टोटल प्राइस पनि पहिला हामीले वाइल्ड कार्डमै हुँदा त 50 लाख कति पाएको थियो झन् मेन स्टेजमा त कति पाउँछ हेर न केटा जति धेरै माथि त्यति बढी पैसा आउँछ भन्दैछ यिनीहरूले सुन्यो त केटा गेमसँग उत्योमा बोल्यो होला पिनोमा
Everyone's excited and there's a lot of like new things to
इङ्ग्लिसमा बोल्यो रहेछ
expect.
त
So, yun lang guys. Buku MPL laban Pilipinas kalag na to.
I hope you guys felt that excitement from our very own Janine Berdine, but for the meantime, let's turn it over back to you guys.
There you go. Thank you so much,
क्युट
Denise. And that
केटी
is Janine Berdine.
थर्कीहरूलाई केटी देख्ने हुन्न है
I saw that too. That just seems to be a default.
यहीको टिम त क्वालिफाई नै जित्दैन जस्तो त लाइनअप त
I can't do it, man.
अहिले इम्प्रुभ भन्छ केटाहरूले अनि लाइनअप नयाँ ट्राई आउट गर्दैछ राम्रै हो
He had a little, there was some flair.
For those that don't, she is a
guys like side गरौँ लाइक गरौँ so I like वेदिम केटाहरू लाइक दिस स्ट्रिम
That's what she said. So what does that mean?
मारा किन खोइ मारा किन त अरू गेममा कास्ट गर्छ र अहिले एमएल बेबी छोडिसक्यो मारा किन्नले ओजी कास्टर हो नि मारा न मारा पनि मासर त्यो केटी मिलाइदिउ त्यस्तो दलाली चाहिँ गरिदिँदैन
A new theme song?
I don't know. I love our music, by the way.
Oh yeah, I mean like the loading screen, all of the rock heavy stuff. Yeah. Oh, is that what you meant?
That's what I meant.
Okay.
I thought you were talking about something else.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
It's been 2 months.
Music.
So give us time.
Anyway, game 2 is ahead of us.
त्यसमा कति अन्डररेटेड गोलिनहरु त्यो त पिएस मेसेज त राम्रो राम्रो प्लेयर त तर तिनीहरुले पिएसले किन इम्पोर्टै गर्नु पर्दैन नि यार किन एरन सिकी र सेभेरो इम्पोर्ट गरेको यार
I think this is one of the cases where I don't know. Do we want to say that the Ballman was the problem?
No.
It wasn't the problem.
It was a problem in the sense that it couldn't do what it wanted to do in the early to the mid game. But we saw Aurora got to extend the game. Actually, what I liked about that game number 1 is it's
सर गर्दियो भन्दै यार मास्टरबलको गेम फोन हानेर
They did the thing.
They did the thing that their lineup wants to do and wants to shine.
अब स्टार्ट हुन्छ केटा 1 मिनेट
Oh, well, I mean, the commander from... I mean, that's the thing. Liquid had 2 commanders, as we were talking about. It had the Leomord and the Moscow.
They got partners.
Yeah, they got partners.
Through
the
yes, guys.
Gunslinger and the Claude. Yeah. And how well that gets set up by the pieces surrounding it.
Already in Yamson. Panda.
That's why I'm kind of surprised.
That's our number 1 right now.
Exactly how that last... maybe 2-3 minutes of the game 1 went, just because it seemed like, especially in some of the team fights,
Oniko हुन्छ आज ओनिको हुन्छ होला ट्विस्टर म्यान र ओनिको थियो आज तर म त्यो गेम चाहिँ वाच पार्टी गर्दिन केटा
We did get word too. Map 2.
जस्ट यो एउटा गेम वाच पार्टी गरेर म स्ट्रिम अफ हाल्ने
As chosen by Aurora.
Yes. For those that might have missed it when we were having our panel, we have the home team gets to select the first map in the best of 3, and then our second game is picked by
Ready is TLS, MDL team of TLPC Daikis, RQ Kaito, alright, I got my sources. PS my last round player check it out. Underrated, last year underrated also. And Indonesia much overrated
are putting their foot down saying, yeah, we are still a doming kite centric team, and we
किनकि मलाई
standing rivers because we want them to get the doming double. We
जिम
want
जानु
them
छ
to
अनि त्यसपछि जिमबाट आएर फ्रेस भएर फेरि बाहिर जान्छ
and then get the
Kill
hand over
PS Daiki
Daiki.
883
But here's the thing. We don't know much about
studying
Daiki, but what we do know is
1822
he's
rank game boy
I like how in
2020 देखि
2020 to 2022 it's RG Boy.
RG Boy.
23 देखि RRQ Kaito MDL को
24 of course
2025 मा TLPS Academy
MDL Philippines.
त्यसपछि
And then
MPL PS
that's what we called back
ब्रो यसले डिजर्भ गर्छ MPL मा
from
स्लट
the Academy of Team Liquid.
मेन स्लट मा डिजर्भ
A
गर्छ
lot of
यसले
people are RG boys during those years right there.
We were all actually that's true. We were all forced to be RG boys.
but he got the illegal designation.
That's true. That's
Prior
true.
to that,
एक फर्स्ट गेममै अरोराको अगेन्स्टमा खेल्नु भनेको लास्ट खतरा केटा अझै MVP हान्नु छ
and here's the thing, what was he studying? Was he studying how to be a really good goal player? It's got to take more than a decade or approaching a decade to be slotted in with
Everybody
four of the
busy.
greatest in the game.
Obviously,
It
8
makes
board
sense.
guys,
It's
8
a
board.
2-year course and then a 2-year practicum.
There you go.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he did his internship in the MDF.
Yeah. And then now he got hired full time.
If that's not
इजाले
success
त
as a career,
इजाना भनेको
So
बेस्ट सङ्ग
he's
को
been studying
इजाना
since
भनेको
2018.
yeah,
He's
Bob-
like, what, just a
भोइले थाहा
couple
होला नि
years off from a full MD.
yeah,
Yeah.
को इजाना भनेको
maybe he should.
ऱ्याङ्क
yeah,
खेल्छ
he's gonna. We'll see how he performs the rest of the season. All right.
ऱ्याङ्क खेल्ने बेस्ट जङ्गलर
The way he
नेपालको
performed the game was clinical.
It was clinical.
He's a doctor of marksmanship.
Yeah.
खै अब जबसम्म टुर्नामेन्ट हान्दैन ऱ्याङ्कको बेसिसमा चाहिँ नम्बर 1 जङ्गलर भन्दैन है
PhD, it's both practical and philosophical.
Here's the thing.
ऱ्याङ्कमा त मसाला
You have
प्लेयर
to see how he faces off against
टुर्नामेन्ट हान्नु चाहिँ केटा अब बेस्ट जङ्गलर भन्नु अब
Yeah.
Yeah.
बेस्ट रोलको को छ होइन टुर्नामेन्टमा पो पर्फर्मेन्स गर्नुपर्छ त
Hey,
ऱ्याङ्कमा त बुस्टरहरूले नै हानिरहन्छ नि
And this is why I'm looking now to see if Aurora are also going to decide to go to the blue side here. They do have the decision now, or if they're going to stay on the red and recalibrate their banning a little bit. So what I like about, let's go real quick back to TLPH. So for, oh, have I been saying TLID this whole time? I just realized.
No,
Oh, no, no,
Oh,
you
just
haven't.
okay,
You
okay.
haven't. Yeah, yeah.
So for TLPH, it's, I think the effect of the Baksha getting banned out actually messed up Aurora's plans a good amount. It's not rare that we see a team ban a Baksha away from Aurora.
केटा हो झन् विदेशमा त एमएलबी पनि सब्जेक्टहरू यस्तो पढाउँछ हो थाहा नै छैन तिमीहरूलाई कस्तो छ भनेर विदेशमा सिङ्गापुरतिर फिलिपिन्सतिर अति हो बच्चादेखि नै एमएलबीमा इन्ट्रेस्ट छ भने एमएलबीको बारेमा नलेज दिन्छ हौ
Now the picture does change. Aurora decides to go on the blue side. They're still banning out the Hilda.
Again?
So they're leaving out
Hilda
the
ban,
possibilities
Freya
that
ban.
maybe they are going to be seeing assassins in the hands of Demon Kai, putting it up there.
गाइस
so that
देशको
they
ड्राफ्ट स्टार्ट
can't
भइसक्यो
worry
हेरौँ
about
त
Hilda anymore.
अँ
I feel like that could actually be something else.
Go nice and make sure to like this one guys like गरौँ सब्स्क्राइब हान्नु केटा
Hilda. I'm fine with them still committing bans on the Fredrin. Oh, actually, no, Fredrin could be good for them as a first pick of the Leomord.
Hilda, Eve.
Or a Sora also would be okay. So with them picking out
Whatever.
Eve ban, despite them
Prediction
playing
wrong, man.
Sanji a good amount,
के प्रेडिक्ट गर्न थियो
they still might
0-2 भनेको
ए 0-2 है सरी है मेरो 2-1 थियो है मेरो प्रेडिक्सन चाहिँ टिएलमा
because there
तिम्रो
are
प्रेडिक्सन
बालमन लिइहाल्छ बालमन
Liquid wins game number 1.
तिम्रो प्रेडिक्सन सक्यो अब
Just get stopped on over because the opposing team drafted a very aggressive lineup and then they take control early. Fast game, let's go to game number 3. That happened a lot in last season.
मैले प्रेडिक्ट हाल्दै बालमन सालमन
We
खेल्छ
still see the same trend here with Marcel. Again, the general consensus was that he was gonna be
केटाहरूलाई
banned out, like perma banned out. Like Wolf said,
टिकटकरहरू
it's probably the only time you're gonna see him when we
टिकटकमा
showed,
कन्टेन्टहरू हाल्ने यो
the graphic earlier
खतरा
on.
प्लेयरहरू होइन क्या
Like right now,
डिसेन्ट हो क्या केटा
he's still gonna be open. Sora goes
ऱ्याङ्क गेममा
banned
हाम्रो
out. There you
कन्टेन्ट हो
go.
त्यो
Frederick's
टुर्नामेन्टमा त्यस्तो
banned out.
हुँदैन क्या केटा
Frederick's
डिफ्रेन्ट हुन्छ
banned out.
टुर्नामेन्ट एन्ड ऱ्याङ्क गेम
Leomord open, Marcel open.
तर राम्रै हो कन्टेन्ट बनाउनु राम्रै हो होइन
Is he French? I don't
Marcel,
think.
no, he's English.
He's English. Oh, yeah.
तर टुर्नामेन्टमा चाहिँ त्यस्तो हुँदैन रियालिटी चेक हो क्या त्यो भने
Clamar is
Puri?
whatever his
छ एटन्डे टिकटकरहरू केटाहरूले
Let's see what
हेर्दो
let's see what Aurora decides to do.
Actually, yeah, that's the tough
डेन्जर उनीहरू खतरा हो यार केही नभन अहिले यो पनि तिम्रो भर्खरको पनि क्लिप हालिदिला नि फेरि
म के मैले झुट बोलेन ट्रुथ भनेको मैले
And I also do have to correct myself. I posed Sora as a first pick. That's actually not much of an option anymore because of the presence of a Valentina EXP lane option.
कति गयो भनेर भाग्दै तयारी सिरो र पाण्डा
Valentina shows up in the EXP lane later on in the season. So Aurora, as we mentioned, they are going to be focusing towards priority in the mid. They want the bully. And this is actually one of my favorite.
जेटियो नेति छिटो ओके फेरि जुक्सिन ओपन गर्दै यिनीहरूले अरोराको हातमा जुक्सिन पाकेर यो डिमन गाइडको फेस हटाऊ क्या प्लिज ओ माई गॉड ओ माई गॉड ब्रो जबरजस्ती हँसाएको छ यार डिमन गाइडलाई यहाँ मुनिको फोटो हेर न केटा व्हाट द यो
जस्ती नै हात
ओ माई गॉड ओए बाक्सिया खुल्ला भएछ नि त अझै डिमन काइटको हातको बाक्सिया यार अति छ यार यसको एमपिएल फाल्कन्स लगे त चान्स छ है फाल्कन्स टिएलपिएच अरोरा यो तीनटा टिमको चान्स छ ओनिक्स पिएचको चाहिँ चान्स छैन अरोरा 2-1 यो गेम जित्न सक्छ यार तर अरोराले हेर न जुक्सिन र बाक्सिया छ क्या अरली यस्तो स्ट्रङ हुन्छ
Yeah, you're stopped and you waste so much abilities trying to take them down.
Bro, Aurora हान्न सक्छ यो गेम अर्ली लास्टै लिड लिन सक्छ Aurora.
the game plan a little bit more. I mean, even so, Edward on the Lapu Lapu the previous game, he had a hell of a start, man. At one point,
Aurora को ड्राफ्ट है बाक्स too strong छ यार अर्ली.
but then you saw how much difficulty Edward even had.
बाक्सियाको लागि
later
glue.
portion of the game, and now here's a glue getting picked up for Sanford.
There is no room for Aurora to pick a hero that just shuts down the glue.
गेको population त वाइल्ड यार फिलिपिन्समा.
This is his go again ticket. He can just start jumping on targets.
We saw his performance.
थमेलको पुरै उत्यो छ क्या हो.
7 World Championship too with this hero.
नेपालको थमेल.
And through the years, yeah. But now, more notably, I feel like people just kind of default to thinking of Patrick Star.
यो चाहिँ AI हो. Yes guys, AI.
It's him or Flap. You know, thinking about this glue now, though, I feel like I'm kind of struggling for
Kalia ban. Okay, nice.
If they put the Baksha into
Kalia ban गर्नु पर्दैन जस्तो लाग्यो यार किनकि अलरेडी JTM.
If they shift it, they put light on a Baksha roam and they put something
Apex भाइदियो.
Let's say
ए केटा एपेक्स पनि स्ट्रिम यता हेर्दा गएको छ है साच्चै भेन्यूमा किनकि फिलिपिन्समा छ नि त भेटेलाई एपेक्सलाई खोज्नु त एपेक्सलाई खोज्छ त केटा एपेक्सलाई खोज्नु
I'm not saying glue instantly won.
ओए देखा जस्तो लाग्यो मैले यार
ओए हो
I'm not saying
एकछिन म एकछिन रिवाइन्ड गरेर हेर्छु ल अलिकति ब्याक लगा त ठ्याक्कै त्यो क्राउडमा पो त उयो हेर त उयो ठ्याक्कै पजमा बिचमा उयो को हो त्यो एपेक्स होइन
यो
त्यस्तै लाग्दिरा क्या म
हैन त्यो
ओ माय
परबाट त्यस्तै लाग्दिरा
यो एपेक्स यार ओ माय गॉड ब्रो व्हाट द फक प्लिज यार प्लिज
रेडियम चाहिँ चिन्ला
यस्तो एपेक्सले किन यस्तो बनाउँछ क्या लाइट विदाउट विदिन किन बनाउँछ क्या त्यस्तो ओ माय
again, and then if you try to dive, you still might get punished. So I'm not saying
Matchup here. You see the Cho last ban for TLPH.
Harith is still open.
बब सिकिन नगा
they might have to lean into.
अब लास्ट द गेम हेर्छ लाग्छ है
And I think that's what Liquid
ठ्याक्कै बब भन्ने बित्तिकै आउँछ क्या यार बब तिमी
heroes that you want going up against a Harith.
एपेक्सलाई भेटिसक्यो हामीले भन्दैन हो एपेक्सलाई भेटेको
Damn if you don't. Because if they open up the Harith,
हामीले एपेक्सलाई भेटिसक्यो यार बब
Red 4,
कहाँ भेटेको
still on the back foot.
स्ट्रिममा भर्खर यहाँ
I'm thinking about marksman as
बिहा
well.
आउँछ ल
It shows up the problem.
योले एपेक्स को भन न यो
Draft that more mobile
You're
with good
solving the
poke.
wrong problem.
You're solving the
कहाँ
wrong
भने
problem.
चाहिँ
यो
Something like a Suyo. Something a little bit more mobile
You're
with good
solving the
poke.
wrong problem.
यो एपेक्स क्या यो
त्यस्तै लाग्दिरा क्या मलाई त परबाट त्यो पट्ट आयो नि त
के भन्ने यार केलाई जो देखे त्यही एपेक्स भनिदिने
Kind of a dangerous pick.
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was Dominkai that had the winningest.
एपेक्स कस्तो देख्छ त थाहा छ नि तिमीलाई के हो
Or like even they were kind of losing for majority of 16.
Yeah.
Shizu.
Yeah, that's right. Shizu.
All right.
It
Wait,
happened
they kill a
later
crowd,
on this
yes.
weekend, yeah. can't wait to see the new AP Brent, but
दाइकीले म क्लाउड खेल्न सिकाउँछु भनेर ल्यायो
just
क्या
have to settle for Baksha, jungle.
होला यार रिकल पनि हान्दै थियो पनि
They can still make it work. I'm not completely
त्यो लास्ट कन्फिडेन्स है रिकल पनि हान्छ यो त
they might try to see if they can
मन परिरहेको छ दाइकी अहिलेसम्म
down
गेमले
Sanford early.
knowing Aurora, watching all those documentaries, the infinite. Here we go. The infinite.
यता हेर नि केटा पिक पिक छोडेर यसलाई हेर न यसलाई हेर न यसको छुट्टै छ यता छुट्टै छ यसकोमा
Times we've heard Master Debate play your game. You know your game, play your game. They were not gonna change. They were not gonna.
This is pretty Aurora, you know?
Them.
Yeah, that's them.
Even if it is difficult for Dom and Kite, and we wanted to see a switch up from DK and Light, this is them.
Yeah. It's comforts. My brain is
Bob yes guys, Bob Philippines बाट हेर्दैछ अहिले
the presence of the group alone does a lot of things.
फिलिपिन्स भएपछि जानु पर्यो हो भेन्यू हैन भेन्यूमा हेर्न कम मजा आउँछ
But the thing is, we have to respect the fact that Aurora playing comfort.
It's a better.
फिलिपिन्स का हो मनाली हो ए मनाली हो कि ए हैन म्यानिला हो कि के भन्छ नि मनाली
मनाली हो मनाली
अड्के के भयो यार
के थियो मनिला हो मनिला
स्पेलिङ त्यही हैन र
त्यही हो तर तिमीले प्रोनाउन्सिएट अर्को प्रोनाउन्स गर्दै थियौ मनिला यहाँबाट 20 मिनेट जति छ गाडीमा
गाडीमा पो
हामी बसेको ठाउँबाट 20 मिनेट्स पर्छ के हो त
के हो अड्के मनाली यति स्ट्रिमको स्ट्रिम रे इन्डियाको ठाउँ हो त
But Liquid just has to figure out how to dismantle that.
तिनीहरु गएर फोटो खिच्छ नि म स्टोरीमा हाल्छु म गएको जसरी
अस्ति बब तिमी हेर्न गएको छ त इन्डिया भर्सेस यो पनि न्युजिल्यान्ड
त्यो चाहिँ गएको थिएँ म अरूको स्टोरी हालेन टिकटै रहेको थिएन यार मैले त्योभन्दा अगाडि बुझ्दै नबुझ्दैन
कति रहेछ टिकट मोबाइल महँगो होला टिकट
खै मलाई त स्पोन्सर गरिदिएको थियो
हो र
जानेको र टिकटको पैसा एपेक्स दिएको
So if ever there is going to be a flank, it might be somewhere in the center of
3500 बनाएको रे टिकटको आएन
35 भने आएन
क्रिकेटको कुरा गरे
क्रिकेट के भने फाइनल भएर
त्यो पनि पहिला किनेको लाइक क्वार्टर हो कि कतिमा किनेको फाइनलको टिकट
वाइल 35 भने आएन र त
टिकटकै दिन त 25,000 सम्म गएको थियो भन्दै थियो ब्ल्याकमा
even holds on to the flincher.
I know.
He knows he's going to be fine. He'll go reset.
हेर्न मन लाग्ने इन्डियनहरु क्रिकेट
ल यस्तो क्रेजी भनेको यार मान्छे त मेरो साइडको मान्छे त बेन्चमाथि उठेर सल्युट हान्दै थियो भने
Yeah, and this gives
रेस्पेक्ट भन्दै सल्युट हान्न थालेर भने
in this first
त्यो बुमरा कि कोल लाग्यो त्यो तीनचोटी आउट हान्दै थियो नि त्यसो त
हेर्दिन क्रिकेट
ए बुमरा एकैले तीनचोटी लगातार हान्दै थियो कि सल्युट हान्दै
बुमरा हो के बुमरा
स्ट्रिम इश्यू आइरहेछ क्या
couple ultimates expended here. Heal up for JP. Fight for this turtle. It's half health.
Now 8. Who's gonna get it? Retribution still online for both. And it's Demon Kite.
Light twist on damage there.
The grab and the mount by Sanford.
Well, Edward लेकिन flicker ना है. Oh, light, please light. Oh my God, your light का आत्मा ग्रॉक ना दे यार.
That's what we were talking about.
यो डाइक के लिए हांडी सोई क्या हो?
Big wins early on. They get the turtle. Carl TZ stood his ground, but eventually
got
taken out. Light able to get that massive tech charge in with the wall. This is going to be tough going here for Liquid now, as Aurora can continue this aggression. They're handling the trade in the center really well. A majority of the game so far has been Aurora getting mid priority, and that forces Team Liquid to
right
now too. Fighting in this side of the jungle.
Oh my God, light. Daiki kill by.
And now Demon
Fine air.
Unable to get the kill, and Daiki falls.
Pikolan.
Wait, Baksha के गरेको? जेटेनले मार्छ हैन.
Okay, little pressure here on this side of the purple buff of Carl TZ. Doesn't have retribution. But they are going to go ahead and force Edward out of here. So buff secured. Oh, they're going to bring him back. Okay, good use of the flicker there to not get Brock back to Carl Teasy. Meanwhile, up top, I have to say, man, Light has been on point ever since he hit level 4, and he's been able to make plays on this Grok here, which technically he eventually was able to do in the last game, but this is much better start for him.
Season 1 देखि खेला था क्या?
Post-turtle, I'm going to hold on.
Yeah, and again, we're seeing here the comfort for Aurora. Across the board, they got picks that they have excelled with, won world championships with, wrecked streaks with.
What season are you?
That was a Skypiercer pickup by you.
Very different time.
Hey, what season? Season 15, 16.
15, 16.
Yeah.
You know what that means? The game's going better.
Yeah, that's them saying, "Oh, we know we got this. We're going to game 3."
Sanji, flicker छैन सान्जीको. सान्जी कस्तो हल्का अगाडि खेल्ला छ अरे सान्जी. Flicker बिना.
And so far, Aurora looking like they could end this before 15 minutes as well.
Oh, pushing it this up.
Getting protected by the other members of Liquid.
Carl forced to use a shot and he gets taken down here. Dominkite finds him.
Aurora रिसाइसक्यो अब.
Too far to protect the goat, and now Dominkite jumps onto the Khalid, and he flickers on out of there.
This is what I'm talking about with this lineup, man. Expanding rivers for this lineup from Aurora is like having a flying cloud everywhere.
बाक्सिया जुक्सिन देछ मलाई अरले कत्रा हान्ने हो त.
As a table, and now Liquid are just trying to grasp at straws at this point.
त्यो चारजनाले सहीको खेल्छ क्या मुलाई यो अनि डोमिङलाई मजाले गर्यो भने मजाले खेल्छ यार.
सान्जी बॉट म्यागले क्लियर हान्न आएर. Bobby.
Turret goes down. 3,000 gold lead right now for Aurora. Under the 6-minute mark.
बबले पहिला कस्तो गर्थ्यो रे त्यो हाफ हेल्थ हुँदाखेरि बेसी नगरेर अर्को लिन जान्थ्यो भने हैन.
Already 2 turtles in their side, so they're
And push गरिदिन्थे मैले टावर and recall गर्थे.
Looking for TLPH on how they can go ahead and adjust
ए
themselves.
गर्यो फ्लिकर बेट हुन्थ्यो हैन
Find themselves in almost a similar position that Aurora was in the
Opponent नै बुझ्दैन थियो, टिममेट नै बुझ्दैन थियो मेरो गेम प्ले.
on this quad.
Dear God. Well, oh, light la हेर न वाल. के गर्यो? के गर्छ छ लाइट? नजो यार यसका हातमा.
कार्डले त नाङ्गे नजाइरा छ यार. 3-0 यार.
Comfortable and familiar
Okay,
line. Nothing is going wrong for them.
तो हानेको यार आम्मामा.
It's just them feeling the
Bro यार यो लाइट लाई त.
This kind of
Aurora,
they should not have given this.
तर केटा तिम्रो लाग्दैन भने अलि मतलब डाउन सिनमा अलिअलि लाग्छ क्या अलिअलि हो क्या के 70% 80% जस्तो लाग्छ क्या.
Yes, you have a Hayabusa, but you are now
लाइट को त्यस्तो लभिङ गर्लफ्रेन्ड छ.
0 and 3. You're going to have to play massive catch up, which then also paints the picture of how to actually contest for these objectives in a way. You're on such the back foot. They're going to lose another turret down bot. You can see how Edward's not even really worried about Daiki or anything.
More than Edward there.
Shadow kill on Edward alone. Pop in the Brave.
I suck a grok, man.
JP, the backup. UN light response just in by time for DK to get that turtle. And steal away the purple maybe even. And this is a 3-man coalition from Aurora. Pushing forth up top, 5k help.
They know the orange is up. Here comes Demon Kite. They're going to force him off the buff.
And now DK jumps on. Compromising
JP.
Oh man, Carl. I think he's going to be able to get away, but they're just going to force this tier 2 down.
Oh my god.
JP is out of the picture as well.
What the fuck?
A little bit of retribution.
Flicker बिना यार त्यो.
Oh no, Sanford.
के स्ट्रिममा अड्किरा छ यार यो यिनीहरुको.
I'm going to reiterate it again.
Has
been shut down.
And like अड्किरा भन्दा नि त्यो.
That's what we were saying earlier. When you're a high
smooth भएको छैन.
एरन सिके भएर त कस्तो हान्थ्यो होला मुझे धन्नलाई. धन्नै दाइकीले होल्ड गरेछ यार.
Somehow in the center. But
Kami के चला त्यसले नि.
हैन मुना ओ एरन सिके त रुइरा थियो स्ट्रिममा अस्ति हेरेन म त्यसको त्यो युट्युबमा आइरा थियो. अति भयो भनेर एरन सिकेले भने खेल्नै नसकेर रे क्या. फिलिपिन्समा त्यो र्याङ्क खेल्ला थियो रे क्या अब डुओ ट्रीहरु अनि त्यसमा बब्बालको हुन्छ नि त्यस्तै एनिमीहरु नि त्यस्तै पर्ने है.
ओ यो स्ट्रिम कस्तो अड्किरा छ.
स्ट्रिम टाइम गरेको होला म किन मलाई जोसको पर्छ त पनि.
1-3 गर्नु पर्दैन.
पर्छ यस्तै स्लो मात्र पर्छ. यस्तो चाहिँ किन हेर्छ भने गोल्डेनमा मात्र बस्छ अनि
Stream हेर्छ stream issue हेर्छ
Under a turret. Even under a turret, that's what I'm saying. Carl TZ has nowhere to go. I mean, think about it. That was just about everything you could do. Quad shadows.
त्यस्तो इस्यु छ र मेरोमा यता यो डिस्कर्डमा त्यस्तो लागेको छैन मलाई
And now they're looking to take down the holy shield, holy defense now on this bottom turret.
तर मैले लो क्वालिटीमा हेर्ने भएर नि होला
म यहाँ त मेन च्यानलले हेर्छु
Little sense of desperation there.
He wanted it. If he could have gotten at least something on the board, then that is a small step, a super small step in a long journey for TLPH right now. As this Lord is going to go ahead and be quickly
Get
ready to march towards the base of TLPH.
They need to somehow drag this game out long enough that maybe after 5 more times of that, big win. But with how it's going right now, again, Aurora knew their conditions all throughout this game. They ticked it. They stopped Team Liquid Philippines from getting their conditions in their
फेमस आइफोन हल्का मात्र ठुलो छ लाइक लेन
It's going
हल्का
to be
ठुलो
a
छ
miracle if Liquid somehow extends this long enough to get that fifth big play.
050 यार कार्ल डीजी फर्स्ट टाइम दे रहा है 050
Yes.
Oh my god.
भन्ने बित्तिकै 06 भयो यार कार्ल डीजी त यार कसम भने
कसरी थाहा पाउँछ रिनाले या छन् ल हेर न धन्न अल्ट हान्न पाए तर मरिहाल्छ लाइटले त रुवाइदियो यार कार्ललाई
गोडलाई त यार नजी बडीका बकरा बनाइदियो यार
060 यार यसको त 3.0 नै आउँछ
That's not allowed.
That's not for you. That is Demon Kite.
Bro is not Kyrie.
This is a completely different game than what we saw in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how we were able to even call it as a protected point, where it might happen in game number 2 when Liquid just get gob stomped after a really close and tight game.
कस्तो अर्कै गेम हुने क्या म यो हिनारको यो हेर्ने बित्तिकै मलाई अर्कै लाग्छ यार इन्डोनेसियन हेर्दैन अर्कै लाग्छ मलाई
खोइ ल जेडेन को प्यासिभले
के बा
लाइट को फर्स्ट किल हाने जेडेन को प्यासिभले धकाल दिइराके कम्बे हान्नु पाएन त्यसले
ए अल्टी हान्यो
फेरि कार्ल डीजी नै मर्यो व्हाट द फक
यार गोट यार रोनाल्डोको नम्बर देखाइदियो यार गोटलाई
07 यार रोमेको माने त छैन
एडिट बफ भएको हैन
है
योको फ्लिकर
Liquid's last stand. Down goes Demon Kite.
Trying.
Liquid still breathing.
Still a massive gold lead here though for Aurora.
क्या दाइकी हो गया
This is going to be big.
और साइड वार्ड को
No, the doctor.
ओके क्या हो एडवर्ड ओ माय गॉड धन्न मारेन Let's go, Carl DG is in 1 assist. Let's go.
अनप्लेबल हो क्या असासिन
यस्तो कममा त अनप्लेबल
They just couldn't quite end the game because of the way the waves were coming in up top on that top side of the base.
Yeah, okay. So earlier I said 5. Let's say that was 2.
Yeah,
Okay, that's 2. All right, so 3 more. 3 more. Clock sticking here. But that was a huge heat check by Dominic. It's like, all right, welcome to the FPL. Let me show you who I am. Bang! With his signature Harris just blasting Daiki. Daiki was around like half health.
I was going to say, he got blasted.
Yeah, it was a dash, it was a basic attack, and then he's gone.
That was the force, by the way. Actually, no, he didn't even drop. Well, technically, he didn't drop the Zaman force.
He did it. He just dashed.
Vision, I think. That was all he did, man.
Vision straight to the face.
Right now, Lord's up. Still complete control for Aurora, though. With this kind of lead, you're not really going to be in a position to do much except fight in your base if you're TLPH with this one.
Free load.
With that being said, they've still got the 2 base turrets up. They've allowed themselves to go ahead and get a little bit of extra farm, but main
Proud Carl DG is showing true colors. I had haters, sir. Game beating.
And that's not just Light. Light's been on point. I mean, look at him. 14 assists for this game. He's been everywhere. Okay, as I said,
What the fuck?
Charge.
Jump scare.
Keep them on their
Cute.
toes.
Actually, Sanji ko flicker गयो. Oh my god, bro. What the?
Landed on the tower.
देखाउ त के फेरि रिप्ले गरेर
What the fuck?
For this game. He's been everywhere. Okay, as I said.
Oh my god. Oh my. Big brain, light, big brain.
अरु पनि छिटाउँछ हैन भित्र लाएर
Alt
नि
आइसक्यो क्या alt आइसक्यो. Oh my god, light.
TLPH on the defense.
लाइट
के हो यार यो त
यो त यसकै लागि यार ग्लभ एकछिन ओइ नाइस नाइस इन्गेज यार स्यानफोर्डको
डोमिङलाई मार्दै त यार
07 ले मारेको त्यो पनि कस्तो ज्याल
नाइस है कसरी डिफेन्ड हाने यार यसरी इन्गेज गर्छ कि न डिफेन्ड गर्ने बेला अनि खतरा हो यार डोमिङ फ्लिकर नै हान्न पाएन यार
त्यो उयसको स्टोन खायो के रे यो स्यानफोर्डको
स्यानफोर्डको फर्स्ट किलको अनि फ्लिकर हामी त्यहाँ नाइस यार स्यानफोर्डले इन्गेज गर्यो पर्फेक्ट यार नभए डिफेन्ड हुन गाह्रो छ यार
Good read on the situation.
गोल लीड कटिसक्यो
Fortunate for them as well.
लेट गेम त फाइदै हुन्छ यार जेडेन को अल्टीले आधी एचपी घटायो
And this is the thing you said earlier, Redmar. They needed to buy a lot of time. So far, I'd say they bought about half of that time they needed.
Guys, make sure to like this one, guys. Like and subscribe and
another 3,000 gold.
तिमीले किन फ्रीज बनाइराछौ
They were down about 7,000.
लभली पानी पर्यो त यार
You're taking a look at the items where things are falling into place now. Carl TZ, mind you, shut down pretty much.
पानी आजकल परिरहेको छ है धेरै अस्ति त कस्तो हावा हुँदो रहेको थियो यार
ओइ मुझे अस्ति त भने त यहाँ मुझे तोइ यहाँ
भिडेर आयो क्या
मुझे
त्यो त मेरो घरको साइडमा स्कुटी चलाए स्कुटी नै लडेको क्या हावाले
छाना नै उडाइरहेको थियो भने ओइ
कस्तो उडेको ब्यालेन्स गर्न नसकेर लडाइदिएर क्या हावाले कस्तो चाहिँ हावा
तिमी चलाउँदा कि के
होइन म चलाउँदा त हावा हुँदो रहेछ चाहिँदैन नि लड्नलाई
हावा हुँदैन
यस्तो स्टोरी हालिदिएको क्या मजा थियो
He should have, I think, 3 or 4 because he got his Skypiercer after he had 1 kill, I think, yeah. Okay.
They had a really
got the best looking player in the world
which is again the great opening that they had. TLPH has responded pretty well.
के गर्छ TLPH ले हारेको गेम
Again, this was a
त्यो मिरिकोले कस्तो ग्लेज हान्ने होला है त्यो मुझे त्यो अनिको गेममा अनि गाडीकोमा
केलरालाई
केलरा र मुझे काइरीलाई गॉड इन द जंगल गॉड इन द गोल्डन भने त मुझे कस्तो हान्न होला ग्लेज
And look, for the first time they actually
Oh,
get
right.
in position for this Lord. Are they going to go for it though?
लाइट तेज है
eighth of its health. And in comes
ओके
JP
ओए जेटेन को 5 मिनट ड्यामेज पुग्छ ड्यामेज हैन डाइकी ओ माय
Daiki gets taken out by Edward out of the fight. And now
एकछिन फेरि इन्गेज गरेर छिनारु व्हाट द फक
Domikite pops him.
नाइस सक्यो टिएल छ
Easy turn to fall. 2 out of Liquid.
ग्याम्बल लिनै पर्थ्यो फेरि इन्गेज गर्छु र नभए डिफेन्डर दिन्थ्यो मेनिया रिसायो डोमिङ है डोमिङ रिसायो अब
I'm not giving you number 5. I'm not giving you the Savage.
It's just Sanji versus all of Aurora here. What can he
Okay,
do?
guys.
I think it's over. There's a wave.
One भयो यार स्कोर
Falls and now they're on the base. Demon Kite gets taken down. Sanji just delaying the inevitable.
अतिकै यार लाइटले एमभीपी डिजर्भ गर्छ रे गेम
As
कस्तो
expected.
क्रेजी खेलेको यार लाइटले त ओ माय गॉड
Liquid wins game number 1.
जेपीले नि झिक्नु पर्यो क्या ग्रकहरु त यार
Yes, sir.
खाली ढिल्ला गाटो खाइला सत्र खेल्छ यार झाला त्यो हेर्नु
Ain't no showtime without a star. Demon Kite says the celebrity ain't
You
done.
He ain't done, man.
My Baksha's been doing this since 2021.
That's true.
Domikite had a terrific
GG,
game.
yaar.
He will most likely go down
Crazy.
as the MVP of this game. But I want to say in that last sequence, Edward was a quiet MVP there. Daiki showed up, and the moment Daiki got close enough, it was an instant land shaker to the face of the cloud.
Yeah.
That bought Aurora the time that they needed to bring down the other members.
साथै सीआरक्यू ले त उति खेल्नु पर्छ हैन पस्ता कि
ओपन खेल्न पर्छ
The members of Liquid were
Open
already
up,
going back. That was a great stop.
ओपनमा
And I think it was already less
Kuno
than
naam
half
team
health,
jo
or it was
open
like half
Less
ish
than half
health.
already.
Okay.
He decided to go in.
एउटा त जोहानहरुको छ एउटा टिम
Response from Aurora in
ओपन
that last sequence
Johan?
to go
Who?
ahead and get that signal of your
जोहान
side
माजाराहरुको
for
टिम
victory.
छ एउटा
And then they took care of him. And like you said, that
एनओसी
Edward has been able to
Why
do
Kuno?
so much on the
तिनीहरुले
lap
ओपन
but
बडै
that's again
खेल्छन्
why with this hero keeps going into the hands of Mr. Consistent because he's so
अर्को छ
damn
रे एउटा क्रक्स
consistent on
भइहाल्यो
these kind of heroes with that kind of job.
अर्को
Again, Carl TZ did not really
Voidहरुको
play
टिम
game two. It was only
Yama.
that last portion of the game where he was
होला
somewhat of a threat, and the only threat was either cleaning up a kill or
ओपनमा
utilizing.
दुईटा प्लेयर हुन्छ
but they didn't
Hybrid
get
र
the
लकको
opportunity
टिम
to
नि
really do that. And
Hybrid र लकको
again,
टिम पनि
playing
हो
into this
my
quad,
for
and that's
सबैजना
a lot of
ओपनमै भिडन त हो कि क्या हो
if Daiki wasn't able to go ahead and pop off the way we usually see with the Blazing do it and everything else, it's
नक टु
unfortunate.
अघि के भन्ने टिम होला
Phoenix is
त्यो म्याच
great, by the way. It's a great
को
opening.
हाइब्रिड बोर्ड हाइब्रिड ऊ
When that's
ब्लक
expended, and then you
होइन
don't use
न
your
यो
first skill, especially with the
जोहानको हो
with the who am I thinking of? Fury of the Phoenix.
इनफ एनओसी हैन
You lose a lot of that
सबै बेस्ट अफ वान हो
when you don't have the Blazing do it and the Fury of the
खै कस्तो हावा फर्मेट छ
It was so important
म त राम्रो
how
लागेन
Aurora handled this early game with Carl Tizzy having
बेस्ट
such
अफ 3 छ भने
14
त्यो
to 10.
फाइनल पनि
And
बेस्ट अफ
did
5
not
गरे
allow the Hayabusa to find
हो
any
र
opening to get a flank.
अनि बेस्ट अफ 3 अनि लोवर ब्र्याकेट नि छैन त्यसै के भन्दै थियो
Snowball from that.
लोवर ब्र्याकेट छैन रे
Aurora completely shut
हावा
down
फर्मेट छ
the river.
लोवर ब्र्याकेट त
Liquid did not
राम्रो
pass
टिमलाई त
through. Liquid
डिसएडभान्टेज
couldn't
भयो
get kills. Aurora takes control majority of the game.
त्यो पनि BO3 के
फुल ग्याम्बलर हो
All of these amazing
लाइट है ओए के यसको सिग्नेचर पोज व्हाट इज दिस ब्रो यसले त एमपीपी त म M6 M7 मा नि हानेको झ्याउ लाग्छ के पोज दिम भन्दा
19 assists.
He started the game. That's why.
started.
यो
It
पोस्ट
was
बी
him.
बनाएर राख्छ त हाल्थ्यो
I feel like there was a lot of communication going on between the
P
two
भने
trio.
I want some P भने होला नि त
यसको गर्लफ्रेन्डको नाम पी बाट आउँछ क्या
Maybe one, yeah, just one time.
the eyeballing doesn't count. He did that on purpose.
Oh yeah.
यहाँ यसमा पनि भिडियो देखा थियो
Eyeballing.
गर्लफ्रेन्ड सपोर्ट गरेको हैन रोको थियो
This is like a limit
Robo
test to
did.
see where you guys, how you all
Mm.
react, you
It
know.
goes that far. All right.
I think
Last
again,
depressing
like,
guys.
he tried to do this.
यिनीहरू सुरु सबै एउटै हुन्छ है आई वाज भेरी पोर
Had that strong start on the ground.
मेरो गर्लफ्रेन्डले जहिले सपोर्ट गर्थ्यो मलाई
Charges his
फ्यामिलीले
गरिब छु,
चाहिँ
मेरो
बाल
गरिब छु।
दिँदैन यार यिनीहरूले
just allow so much of
स्टोरी त्यहीबाट स्टार्ट हुन्छ कि म धेरै गरिब थिएँ मेरो गर्लफ्रेन्डले मलाई सपोर्ट गर्यो
मेरो गर्लफ्रेन्डले मलाई सपोर्ट गर्यो अनि गर्लफ्रेन्डसँग ट्रोफी
that Aurora picked with this specific lineup in mind.
अनि
त्यही
हारेको
पनि सपोर्ट गर्दिन क्या
हारेको टिमको पनि सेम के तर खिच्न पाउँदैन नि त हारेको नाइस ट्राई आई एम सपोर्टिङ यु
You can't deny the perfection that Aurora played. For majority of the game, near the end,
This loss doesn't define you how good you are.
that in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And of course, the other little
Still I know केटा हो हैन
Philippines were able to get a kill here and there, but ultimately, this was close to perfection for Aurora with a lineup they're very comfortable with. Hopefully, we don't sound like a broken record, but at that point, it's undeniable. You have to keep acknowledging it because that's exactly what happened here. Liquid
यहाँ इन्डियाको फ्यानहरूले मेरो यहाँ कमेन्ट सेक्सनमा के ल्याङ हान्न थाल्छ क्या
Sure, let's try to
के
go
भनेर
with it. The
Do you
moment Carl
think
Tizzy got shut down with 2 kills, that was it.
Stanford can handle anti-Martis
Especially with the second game. I don't know, remember early on.
अनि आमोन बोल ह्यान्डल गर्न सक्छ
Really hard. Second relies on
अहिले हो
actually getting
कमेन्ट भरि त्यही आउँछ इन्डियनहरू
She's usually more of a opponent
त्यही भन्नु हुँदैन है
or at zero. So
अनि फिलिपिन्स गएको छ भने फिलिपिन्स पनि एमपिएल फिलिपिन्स खेल्न गएको भनेर भन्छ
but yeah, the rest of Liquid just weren't allowed to play.
Yeah.
हो भन्ने छैन के
You know, I asked you guys this question earlier. Was the bomb in the issue in game one? But I think if you
हो
look at
अनि जोनाथन इज द गोट
Hayabusa was a big problem with game two. It was one of those situations where again you do have some pretty decent damage. You know,
Cricket match को रे?
in there, but if you're
Virat Kohli?
Cricket में विराट कोहली
like early on, if you're not able to capitalize on some of that
Virat
early
Kohli.
pressure that comes with Hayabusa, and then you're left sitting at 1.0,
के रहेछ आइटम यिनीहरूको
you're in a very tough.
तीनटा फ्रिज बनाएको छ अरे तीनटा फ्रिज बनाएको छ लाइटले कन्सिल लिएन है लेट गेममा नि
position to be in.
कन्सिल चाहिँदैन मलाई
Stroke of genius how Aurora played this 4-1, right? Clearly a dominant
ओए लाइटको त्यो फोटो हेर न
lineup.
ए लाइट खेर दिउँ के यार जबरजस्ती छ
Maybe you could bear down on the other core.
Yeah.
But here was only just one target.
यिनीहरूलाई काइट ब्रदर भन्दैन
He never did. Whoa.
भन्छ होला
And then after that, never did.
Yeah, this is also
यो
very
डिफिटिङ पोज हो यो चाहिँ यिनीहरूको
that you are done with the clock, and then your condition again.
स्ट्यान्डफोर्डको हेर न म गान्दैछ अरे यतिकै हारेर नि
स्ट्यान्डपट्टि सर्जरी गरेर थाहा छ
Stay alive and get kills.
नाकको होइन तिमीले जहिले भन्थ्यो त पहिला
Level 2 to 4, you're getting.
ए यो नाकको सर्जरी गरेर कस्तो देख्यो म त भन्थ्यो तिमीले
Haven't gotten a gank yet. Your shadow kill will commit to you.
X Bob how is anti performing in PS server comment
The lane phase
एन्टी इन्डियाबाट खेल्दैछ कस्तो चाहिँ खेल्थ्यो होला त इमेजिन गर्न
इन्डियाबाट खेल्थ्यो यसमा पासवर्ड भएको
छैन नि राम्रै खेल्दैछ त्यही पनि एन्टी इज प्लेइङ गुड right even though he's playing in ATMS
let's go it's really difficult to find yourself in a winning
सन्दराम चाहिँ को खेल्छ तिमीहरुको टिमबाट
अहिलेको लागि epic rivalry for a reason we have seen this so much light ties the series though
फिलिपिन्समा गाह्रै हो सबैजनालाई
नाइ जंगल फिक्स नभएर क्या हो
High booster wasn't the problem, light was the problem.
Light was the problem.
He was way too good.
So what do we
The Grok may have to go.
Ban it.
Something's got to give. Something tells me commit one of the blue
but still everyone is trying their best
like going back to the bans of Liquid game number 2. They banned out the Freya. By the way, Freya
फिलिपिन्स पनि खासै राम्रो एमएस त नआउने छ सिङ्गापुरमा
हो कति आउँछ
50
अनि इन्डो
इन्डो खेल्दैन T24 खेल्छ कि नत्र भए चाइना र फिलिपिन्सको चाहिँ अर्को एउटा कुन सर्भर हुँदैछ त्यसमा चाहिँ 40 आउँछ
ओ चाइना र फिलिपिन्सको छुट्टै सर्भर
लाइक 24 मा खेल्दैन अर्को एउटा कुन सर्भरमा खेल्छ क्या
तिनीहरुको एमएस कसरी त्यस्तो राम्रो हुन्छ त्यस्तो पर छ कन्ट्री
है सिङ्गापुरमा चाहिँ खेल्दैन अर्कोमा खेल्छ
एमएलले मिला हो क्या यस्तो सबै
है छुट्टै सर्भर नेक्स्ट टाइम होस्ट गर्दाखेरि हेर्छु त्यो डिएफवाइजी तिनीहरूसँग स्क्रिम्स गरेको थियो क्या
कोच फिक्स भयो
कोच त पहिल्यै फिक्स भएको होला होइन कोनी
रिभिल त भएको छैन
त्यो पोस्टमा रिभिल भएको छैन त्यसो भए चाहिँ भन्दिनँ म
रिभिल भएको छैन जसलाई पोस्ट त आएको छैन
ए पोस्ट चाहिँ आएको छैन राम्रो छ कोच तर मैले पछि स्ट्रिम सकेपछि भन्छु त्यसलाई कुन चाहिँ टिमले अफर गरेको थियो भने होइन कुन चाहिँ टिमले अफर गरेको थियो भनेर च्याट देखाइरहेको थियो क्या
Oh wow! They gave him two. They gave him 2 bottles.
That's 2.
Wait, Q, clean and clear co ad.
I feel like that guy's a juggler.
I was gonna say, did he just do a pose?
Yeah, he did.
He did the shush. Definitely a jungler. What's his sweater say? Something Eagles.
Rolling Hills Eagles.
Rolling Hills Eagles.
Oh.
गर्ललाई
यो गेमको मात्र टिकट पाइयो
सेप्टेम्बर 9 जोइन आइसक्यो
I'm not
Yo.
there. Don't dodge.
You just
सुपर जेनी क्युटी नि
है
JK, he doesn't live there.
I don't live there.
Just went.
That's my guy.
I don't live there.
Hey, that's fine. You know what? Again, Red
सुपर
Mark,
जेनी
you
क्युटी क्युटी
I'm gonna keep you safe.
कहिलेबाट छ एसियन गेम्स
Sound more threatening.
No,
I feel secure. How are you gonna keep me safe, bro?
I'm gonna be like light, man. I'm gonna be the Grok.
3-4 दिन
Oh, what if they ban the Grok? I really think Liquid has to ban the Grok, and I'm with you.
But not.
With the consequence of maybe Guinevere running through this game, let the Gwyn through.
Let the Gwyn through, ban the Grok. And what the heck, man? What about Marcel?
Yeah, that's true. He's
ए मार्सेल यस्तो ओपी छ यार किन खेलेको छैन यार
No, with the first and only time we've seen him so far.
है किन नट्राई गर्यो
जुसिनलाई त काउन्टर गर्छ भने
Because I think a lot of our
ब्यान्ड त न
too
ब्यान्ड त
want
छैन होला यार
eventually the
मार्सेल
Marcel in the hands of the pro players here.
जुसिनको त स्ट्याक हान्न मिल्दैन यार मार्सेलमा
खेल्न नदिएको होला त्यो एप्रिलमा
We have 2 on Sunday.
भन्दैछ भन्दै थियो कास्टरले त
We'll actually get to see him play.
हो र मलाई खै के हो मलाई त्यसको त्यो म्या यार त्यो छेउमा जाने बित्तिकै सबै त्यो उयो नै हुँदो रहेछ है म्या स्टोन खाँदा
भने युजङ उडिरहेको नि रोकिदिन्छ यार त्यो उडिरहेको बेला प्यासिभमै
Considering the type of roamers and
प्यासिभै ब्रोकन क्या फेरि एकचोटि प्यासिभ गयो पनि हुने क्या त्यो जुन सबैलाई लाग्दो रहेछ क्या प्यासिभ फेरि त्यो जतिचोटि गयो पनि क्या
Wait, oh my god, he's Marcel. and then his camera is just his name backwards.
Yes.
अस्ति स्क्रिन्समा मार्सेलको अपोनेन्टले थन्डरबेलको स्ट्याक 80 थियो भने
You know what, Lamar? I feel like his camera is Filipino.
त्यो पनि 11 मिनेटमा क्या
Lamar is a very Filipino sounding name.
कसरी हो त्यस्तो 11 मिनेटमा 80
Bro, imagine the
त्यो सेकेन्ड स्किलले कति लाइक कति 75% मुभमेन्ट स्पिड पाउँछ म्याक्समा 112 मुभमेन्ट स्पिड पाउँछ पर्सेन्ट
हाने त्यति आउँछ क्या स्ट्याक मार्सलमा नि
है त्यो चाहिँ थाहा भएन तर यत्रो दौडेर आउँछ बेसी कटेको हुन्छ पाउँछ अनि भागिदिन्छ
For our boy, Dominicai, from season 16 and then M7, of course. You're looking at M7, look at these stats here.
Okay, despite not winning season 16,
yeah,
he is still de facto #1.
मार्सेल
Across the board.
तर त्यो अल्ट कम्बो मिलाउन हल्का अफ मेटा के भन्छ लाइक ग्रान्जरहरू लिनुपर्छ नि त अहिले हल्का कम्बो मिलाउन त्यही भएर नलिएको किनभने तिम्रो जुसिङसँग मिल्दै मिल्दैन तिमीसँग पनि मिल्छ
You saw the idea between the Kali and the Zetien. Yeah. And then the Hayabusa was just, I feel like them going, I can do that.
त्यस्तो मुखेर न
डिप्रेसमा छ 071
किनको जर्सी राम्रो थियो
सेप्टेम्बर 9 इन्डिया जाने इन्डिया चाहिँ किन जाने हो सेप्टेम्बर 9
How does map 3's map choice come into play?
ए त्यो इन्डिया टुर्नामेन्ट हो नि भनेको खै यार स्क्याम हो क्या त्यो
Dangerous grass.
ओए यो जिम जान्छ यार मैले जर्सी एक्सचेन्ज गरेको थिएँ यार एरोनसँग एरोन सिके
हो र
एरोन सिके होइन एरोन के इन्डियाको
ए मा आरएनटीएक्स
तिम्रो को नयाँ टिमको अल पनि लाइक राम्रै छ सुनेको थिएँ मैले
Everything is on your side, man.
एरोनले छोडिसक्यो आरएनटीएक्स
What is game 3?
ए शिट
Dangerous.
Yeah, it says it right there. It's randomized man.
तर होइन अलमोस्ट सबैलाई थाहा भइसक्यो इन्डिया गर्दा
Yeah, Aurora needs to ban Hill.
नेपाली भ्युअर्स त
Yeah, nothing has changed for Aurora, I'd say.
I think this is going to be another, funny enough, another colleague game for JP.
Yeah.
One thing that they do show up sometimes with
Aaron.
Grass as a, hey, we're liquid. Only
जर्सी एक्सचेन्ज राम्रो छ त्यसको जर्सी
backs out a jawhead roll in Dangerous Grass. So
Jawhead roll.
that is a
इन्भाइटेड टिममा हो
show up also
के होइन
एरोनको है
No, just jawhead.
मेटा निन्जा
होइन होला मेटा निन्जा हो र मेटा निन्जा त ऊ हो
इन्भाइटेड हो मेटा निन्जा
नै 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 मेटा निन्जा त अनि त्यो अर्कै टिम हो नि त
टिमहरुको नाम अर्कै हो कोरियरको
कोरियरको त्यो त्यसमा हैन नि त उ हैन त्यो एरन पनि ओपनमै हो त्यसो भए
छवटा त छ मेटा निन्जा K9 एसएटीएल गॉड लाइक आरएनटीएक्स अनि अर्को कुन हो छवटा टिम
है सबै के हो
K9 एसएटीएल आरएनटीएक्स गॉड लाइक एसएट
I mean, Valentina.
केमा हेर्ने हो
गॉड लाइक मलाई भने चाहिँ फर्स्ट थियो
र टिम्स बन्डमा हेर्छु म टिम्स बन्ड हालेछ होला
Now even in the first.
Still no Sora for this one.
So now Joseph expect all the more Valentina should not show up.
Valentina should.
ए मेटा निन्जा टिआर हैन छैन छैन
टिआर छैन
हेर्नु हैन टिआर छ त ट्रु रिपर्स भनेको एरनको टिम के ओपनबाटै खेल्छ एरनको टिम एकदम राम्रो छ
ओके राम्रो इन्ट्रेस्टिङ भनेपछि त ओपनमा त गाह्रो पर्ने भयो त केटाहरूलाई
इम्पोर्ट छ एरनकोमा
ओपन क्वालिफायरमा इम्पोर्ट ओ माय
खतरा छ तिनीहरूको त
भोइडले नि हारेछ त
स्क्रिम हाल्छ भोइडले
म तिनीहरूसँग स्क्रिन जाने थियो भोइडले
त्यो टिमबाट कि अपोनेन्टबाट
त्यही टिमबाट
इज डार्क एक्सपी हो चाहिँ नभने मलाई
हैन 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 को त्यो एक्सपी रोका कस्तोमा ठ्याक्कलाई दुईटा इम्पोर्ट छ चाहिँ याद छ मलाई एरन भयो राम्रो छ लाइन अब ओपन गर
जुक्सिन लियो फर्स्ट पिक किनारले टियरले लियो जुक्सिन अब बल्ल सान्जिना मलाई ड्यासै नभएको हेर दिन्छ यस्तो हान्छ Rock to अहिलेसम्म ओपन छ
This weird tendency that I've been seeing. Sometimes you
अब
see
लिँदैन
Alpha
कि
come in first.
अब लिँदैन
जुसी नै हान्छ नि ग्रकलाई
Throwaway pick. Now we need something in the center of the map to hold on. Great with trading, great control.
You don't want to commit to the Grok.
इभ चाहिँ लिए इभ चाहिँ लिन्छ के दाबाट चाहिँ
इभ ब्यान गरेछ
I am
आफै
still leaning towards just picking up the Grok
त्यही भएर
instead,
चुक्सिन
and
फर्स्ट
then
पिक
just see if you can
बेट गरा हो क्या
try to replicate something like that. on a different
सीआरक्यू इन्भाइटेड सीआरक्यूलाई इन्भाइटेड छैन केटा दुईटा मात्रै इन्भाइटेड दुईटा मात्रै क्वालिफाई हुन्छ
त्यो तिनीहरूको त्यो जङ्गलर त्यो यो एस्ट्रिट भन्ने हो
एस्ट्रिट होइन एस्ट्रिट पहिलाको आरएनटी एक्सेस जङ्गलर
पहिलाको लामो के वेलकम गर्ने नपाइकन म चाहिँ बाई बाई भनिदिन्छु क्या त्यसलाई त
अलाइन गर्छ एमएम इम्पोर्ट छ
एमएम र रोम त होला रोम त पहिला
रोम त पहिला गयो
ए काम गर भने
कार्डिसले यति छिटो सुई उठाएको स्ट्यान्डफोर्डले लापो लाप पायो लाइटले फेरि ग्रकै खेलेछ त यसले त 1-3 के भएर बस्छ
ओइ कुन टुर्नामेन्ट भने ओइ ओपन रे
एमएससी क्वालिफायर के इन्डियाको
ए त्यसको लागि पनि गर्नुपर्छ हो त्यहाँ खेल्नुपर्छ ए डेन्जर म चाहिँ
छवटा चाहिँ इन्भाइटेड हो दुईटा चाहिँ ओपन क्वालिफायर हो क्या अनि ओपन क्वालिफायरमा चाहिँ 1000 जति टिम हुन्छ क्या
राम राम छवटा चाहिँ को सोल गड लाइक हो नि
आरएनटीएक्स टु रिपर्स के9 मेटा निन्जा
केरानको पनि राम्रो रहेछ लाइनअप भने सेनहरु रहेछ त
हैन के9 मा उहरु डाकु सेना
ए डाकु सेनाहरु हो त साथी है म त बिर्से
सेनाहरु हैन सेना नि ओपनमा
ओपन क्वालिफायरमा गाह्रै छ यार केटाहरुलाई
सिल्भर भन्ने त मुना भर्खर बच्चा रहेछ त है
सिल्भर भन्ने पहिला चकलेट चाहनु अहिले नाम सिल्भर राख्यो राम्रो खेल्छ डीएस को रोम एकदम राम्रो छ
ए जोसेफ के गरिरहेछ जोसेफ अहिले
आदिवासी भन्छ
ए त्यो पनि ओपनमै हो त्यसो केटा
नाइ
ओपन हैन ओ पाएछ है तिनजनाले गडलाई गयो क्या हो जोसेफ
हैन गडलाई को त सेम लाइन अब एपेक्स देख्दैन के हो
खै एपेक्सहरु खै कहाँ छ इन्टरभ्यु हान्दिएर अहिले एपेक्सहरुको इन्टरभ्यु हान्नु पनि त साँच्चै यार एपेक्सको
को त्यहाँ त
इंडिया से आया मेरा दोस्त को सलाम करो भन्दै गीत गाउँदै आछु म गीत गाउँदै
Think of it in the team fight perspective. Aurora, you know what they want to do. There's a lot of dive, which means that opens up for a mid and gold lane that are a little bit more artillery. Barca, Ranger, like the really true backliners.
When I give the word.
Oh, there's a Khalid ban. Down some dudes off
यो एपेक्स जस्तो कोच हैन भन्ने एपेक्स जस्तो देख्ने कोच
यो कोच थाहा छ इन्डियन हाफ इन्डियन हो नि
दिए मैले
मास्टर द बेसिक
Yeah, the Kimmy would have been fantastic. Yeah. Because they could have gone for the Kimmy and Granger tandem. Would have been
मुझे इंडिया में रिप्रेजेंट गर्न जा भन्नु
ल जाऊ न इन्स्टाग्राममा भन्न तिमी
आइरन स्टिक छैन
मुझे कोचहरुको स्यालेरी डेन्जर हुन्छ होला यहाँको
कोचहरुको हुन्छ होला र इन्डोकै बढी हुन्छ होला
इन्डोको त इन्डोमा त पैसाहरुको कुरा नगरे हुन्छ यार मान्छे बोरा बगेर जानुपर्छ होला त्यो त पैसा बोक्नु
ओ फार्सा
फार्सा जुक्सनको अगेन्स्ट लापुको अगेन्स्ट
तर हाइएस्ट त्यो के रे स्यालेरी पाउने त काइरी नै होला है
Again, I feel like even so though, he's still going to have to be very careful of the positioning because of just how much it can be thrown at him from Aurora. I'm talking about the Leo Moore light again on this, you know, one of his best heroes, the Grok, and now you throw it.
यसपालि मुझे इन्डियाको चाहिँ हेर्न मजा आउने हो
Crucial for Daiki's positioning.
अनि सुरुमै यस्तो कम्पिटिसन छ यार सुरुकै प्राइज पुल पनि यत्रो
त्यही भएर प्राइस पुल त मुझे इन्डिया नेपालको भन्दा डबल ट्रिपल मुझे 54 55 56
ल बढी छ भन न धेरै
देख्दै गर्छ त मा
You're gonna hope you can get that
तर
motherfucking gun.
फर्मेट किन त्यस्तो गरेको यार फाइनल BO5
Which is tough because if you got
छिटो
caught,
सकाउनु
भेनी पनि दामी हुन्छ होला है बम
or even into
त्यो थाहा भएन यार मलाई
भेनी त बबालले हुन्छ भने रुमर्स आइरहेको
to be very tough.
यस्तो टुर्नामेन्ट अनि एमएससी को लागि भनेपछि त मुझे खतरै गर्छ होला तिनीहरूले अझ
एचओकेले बढी गर्छ होला तर
तर एचओकेले नि डेन्जर सिन खाइसकेछ त्यो मुझे स्काउटहरू त्यो पुरै एचओकेको हाल्ला हुन्छ
एचओकेले दुईटा स्लट पाएछ अनि
डाइरेक्ट स्लट
डाइरेक्ट त हो
इन्डियामा प्लेयर पनि छैन क्या एचओकेको दुईटा स्लट हो कि
नेपाललाई चाहिँ किन नदियो होला
नेपाललाई नि छ त
एउटा मात्रै छ होला
एउटा छ होला
नेपाललाई चाहिँ कम्पिट गर्नुपर्छ होला नि त सिंगल स्लट त होइन होला साउथ एसियालाई
अस्ति भर गइरहेको थियो त ओरोबाट एचओके
डेन्जर खाएर यो कुटाइ
हो
बङ्गलादेशले हानेको रे अब नेपालकै लाइनमा बङ्गलादेश इम्पोर्ट छ कस्तो कस्तो खेल्छ बङ्गलादेशले बङ्गलादेश इम्पोर्ट यार अहिलेसम्म बङ्गलादेश इम्पोर्ट त सुनेको थिएन यार सायद इन्डियामा चाहिँ नजाने बङ्गलादेश इम्पोर्ट
क्यारीको स्किन भर त्यो आएको
Final game for this epic
फेरि यसले यो खेल्यो यार यसले पनि अगाडिबाटै फ्रिज गर्छ जस्तो है वेब
even though you know how or what you want to do to avoid
Wait, Leslie रे what the fuck
out of the kit of the Leslie proccing those two really strong
आदि HP
really good Leslie player. There's only so much that you can do.
What the fuck Leslie रे
roamers now in the gold lane to start.
Ora slot in area okay Oh my god
रिकॉर्ड गराइदियो यार
Everybody
Flying God पनि हैन यार
one has played against a Leslie. And you know how difficult that lane is in the gold lane to be able to, again, like Renmar mentioned, that's why you got the roams there. So I'm really looking at how Daiki's going to be able to go ahead and
Daiki ले पनि क्यारी खेलेको यार
already, like we mentioned, it's not an easy lane.
क्यारी त त्यस्तो राम्रो हुँदैन यार यो गेम त
in your favor, but
सारसाली नै हान्छ
आलरेडी नै हान्छ लियोमोर ब्रक कसलाई हान्छ क्यारी I the bigger carry
so Domenkite on the other hand is literally just going to continue to scale up.
एडवान्टेज फिस गरेछ स्यान्डबर्गको प्ले गर्दै जान्छ नाइस नाइस पिकर बेट एला मार्छ क्या हो
It helps that the SIBO qualifiers saw a liquid matchup against Leslie just a few days ago.
So maybe I wonder
But I
if
mean,
Steve
I
is
missed
now
that,
feeding
don't
Daiki information. No, do this. Okay, no,
Poor
we gotta do
Kevin
this. We
missed
already went up against it and won.
Okay, with this, they're going to transition now up to the objective. Turtles up. Positioning right now for Aurora to go ahead and take advantage of. This is also the fact that they have a feathered airstrike on their side.
Just call debate in there, right? Sanjiga.
It's going to be tough to deal with that rampart. They're going to fight for this half health on the turtle, though.
Nice retreat, Carl. मिठो कारलको रिट्रिट चाहिँ फेरि काकाबाट हान्दिन्छ यार यो त मरेड भने लेट्स गो
Now this is the problem for Aurora because of the
Daiki
Auroras
क्या
going into the gold lane to support their gold laners. That left the Suyo and the Leomore to farm up. That could have gone either way. But again,
यो गेम हान्नु पर्ने थियो यार कारल टिजीले बचाइ नि
the rest of the high damage Aurora comes from physical, something that of course Suyo still has defense against.
Yeah, Suyo still, again, the mobility of this hero is really what shines for a lot of the team compositions that play with it. And like I was saying before that turtle broke out, one of the main things that was missing there was having that tech charge available on the Grok. So they lose out to the turtle. they're not too far behind at all, right? They're still in a pretty good, even position.
Late game to जाओ अंजोला यार तारा
I would say
ले
even so for Daiki at least, he's in a little bit more
JP घाटक में जा रहे
position
थे
to
यार
deal with Dominkai. He's just again got to play this lane correctly.
यो रोमर
farm up
छिटे
the way he
रिप्लेस
needs
हुन्छ
to.
यार मान्दा
Now,
JP
on that note, with Light being level 4 now, you can expect him to go ahead and try to set things up potentially. JP more so is on this kind of like, I'm going to babysit the lane if I have to. If I've got to go ahead and jump in or get that unbreakable taunt off, then that's great. I'm more of a peeler right now for this because TLPH's lineup has to scale up.
Yeah. So it's tough for Dominkai to be aggressive knowing that JP could show up at any time. And at the same time, Daiki is now in an even better position to be aggressive. Yes, ultimately the bigger chunks of damage comes out from Dominkai.
8 level पुग्छ यार
If he's
कारण
not careful, he's not going to be able to
Then he hides him.
maximize the passive. Meaning that after chunking down the carry low, the carry pops up ultimate, has to flicker to dash forward, and Dominkai can just get burned down.
I missed this.
Yeah.
The younger Uchiha just a much faster.
छोड़ देते हैं actually nice यार
How much ahead he is right now too. So
Two
turns
levels.
up 2 levels. That's a big advantage right now against Demon Kite to deal with. Again, space crucial here. Daiki can get spotted out by Demon Kite on that extra brush here with this dangerous grass map. So still taking their time with it though. Just because they know they have to watch out for the initiation.
Crimson Beacon by Sanji, the answer.
Vita को पिकर गए
Better speed from Demon Kite. Down goes Light, the answer. Better airstrike. And still
Stanford मरे
put their foot down.
डोमंगले फायर
यो
की
मुझे कैरी चाहिँ किन लिएको मुला ल यिनीहरु क्यारीलाई मुझे हक्का हान्ने दिनला र दिएको छैन के मुझे हान्न पनि
नाइस यार
ओइ डोमेन टिकटक हान्दिरा यार
And now attempting Grand Theft Purple. Demon Kite still has a retribution. Oh,
Bye,
that's
bye,
the
bye,
momentum plus the
कत्रो ड्यामेज यार अहिले नै यत्रो ड्यामेज हान्न छ यार
Kite gets his own buff.
लेस्टले
Liquid, great handling of the fights. Carl Teasy, you see the gears turning in his head of timing the entry. And it was also a good thing that Liquid was the one that initiated that because Light was in a perfect position to surprise.
Demon Kite 2v1 gets punished. Sanford, huge.
डिमन को तर मलाई गेम
That's what they needed.
ओके हावा लाग्छ यार कसरी खेल्छ ट्याङ्की जम्मा चाहिँ राम्रो खेल्छ हैन अरु त
It'll be interesting to see what build path he goes here too, especially for this going against this kind of composition that TLPH has. But yeah, right now they've got good early control, almost 2,000 up. Kind of just taking their time with the way they approach.
डिमन गार्डले पनि मुझे गोल्डन रोड कम्प्लिट गर्छ है ए छैन नि यो एमपीएल बाकी छ तर गरिसक्छ
के भन्छ गोल्डन रोड अहिलेसम्म कसरी कम्प्लिट गरेको छैन के भन्छ मलाई
हैन के यसको लाइफको करियरको चाहिँ गोल्डन रोड कम्प्लिट गर्छ के यसले सबै ट्रफी के
लाइफ
सबै ट्रफी भएको के मलाई एमएससी यो डिमन गार्डले पनि एमएससी पनि एमपीएल ट्रफी पनि एमएससी मुला आरएससी मा भन्दा जितेको हैन मुला अनि अनि अस्ति वर्ल्ड च्याम्पियनशिप जिते नि त फेरि लाइटले पनि के फेरि दुईजना टिममेट के आरएससी को
अनि एमपीएल ट्रफी जितेछ अरुराले
है अरु हैन उयसले चाहिँ भनेको हिनाले जितेछ त यो लाइटहरुले एमपीएल ट्रफी अनि मुला पहिला जितेको हैन त मुला यो उयो जित्नु बेला एमएससी त्यही सिजन त जिते हो त्यही गर्दा लाइट यत्रो लामो कभर पारेको थियो यस्तो कमेडी देखाएको
आन्जीको अल्टी गयो 1v1 मार्छ डाइकीलाई ओ माय गॉड
And he used the
3-0-0 छ यार
how much pressure he dealt with dealing protecting that tier 1
सक्यो सारे गेम हान्छ होला अरुराले यत्रो ड्यामेज हान्छ लेस्टले अहिले
fighting for this turtle. Look at the damage on Sanford. Just a couple pokes. They're going to go in with a charge.
Phantom Seed.
Sanford more. Retreat चाहिँ नि हान्छ यार यसले
Who's going to stop the goat? JP gets the
एडवर्ड स्मूथ यार एडवर्ड
सक्यो त्यो मुला डोमिन गाइडले कस्तो हान्छ अब मुजी 1-1 थर्ड हो 1 थर्ड हो हेर न 1 थर्ड हो
ए आगे 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 लेस्टरलाई डाइभ हान्नु पर्छ यार अरु सबलाई इग्नोर लेस्टर माथि चढ्छ कत्रो ड्यामेज हानेको यार
कत्रो हाने ड्यामेज यार
काम त सेम छ हैन र गोल्डनमा
ओए डाइभ हाने बल्ल हाने यार
माय गॉड बत्ती गयो यार मेरो
The shutdown.
Oh, that's exactly what they needed.
बत्ती गयो गाइस बत्ती गयो
Getting that shutdown on Domin Kite. will make something happen here too, and I still have to point out the fact that Demon Kite is so far behind. Even in that levels, it's really not the best position to be in, but he can rely on the team to kind of help him stay into this game.
Well,
Demon Kite's still again in.
I don't know the ranks, I'm sorry.
Same. But I know what he's
episode 1, bro.
तर जो प्रेसर दिइरहेको छ यार नयाँ अरोराले के अरे अरोरा रे के रे टिएलले
We know who the Naruto fan is here. Hey, the thing is,
के रे
you kind of forget
म भिनारसँग स्क्रिम छाड्नु पनि मिल्दैन
मिल्दैन पाइनाहरू यस्तो लाइक हाने भने नि 2 गेम पछि जान्छ होला
It's that finesse on the Suyo that works so well.
तर यिनीहरू त्यस्तो मान्दैन होला कि अरू अरू टिमहरुसँग खेल्नलाई यस्तो स्क्रिम
वान साइड हानिहाल्छ नि
Earliest I've seen Suyo actually be in demand was in the SEA Games in Thailand.
वेस्ट अफ टाइम गरेर छोडिदिन्छ हैन
त्यो एमडीएल हरु त हान्छ होला एमडीएल हरुसँग चाहिँ
एमडीएल हरु
अस्ति यो टिएल के रे टिएल पीएस को मेन लाइनअप पनि नभनौँ